Late Night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Struck by lightning sounds pretty frightening, but you know the chances are so small. Stuck by a bee sting, nothing but a bee thing. Better chance you're gonna buy it at the mall. But it's a 23 or 4 to 1 that you can fall in love by the end of this song. So get up, tell the bookkeeper to bet I'm not a damn thing will go wrong. The odds are that we will probably be alright. Odds are we gonna be alright. Odds are we gonna be alright tonight. The odds are that we will probably be alright. Odds are we gonna be alright. Odds are we gonna be alright for another night. Hit by the A-train, crashed in an airplane. I wouldn't recommend either one. Killed by a great white or a meteorite. I guess there ain't a way to go that's fun. But somewhere in the world someone is gonna fall in love by the end of this song. So get up, no it's never gonna let up, so you might as well sing along. The odds are that we will probably be alright. Odds are we gonna be alright. Odds are we gonna be alright tonight. The odds are that we will probably be alright. Odds are we gonna be alright. Odds are we gonna be alright for another night. Sure, things go wrong, but I'll take my chances. Odds are wrong, so why not play? Struck by lightning sounds pretty frightening, but you know the chances are so small. Hit by the A-train, crashed in an airplane. Better chance you're gonna buy it at the mall. But it's a 23 or 4 to 1 that you can fall in love by the end of this song. So get up, no I'm never gonna let up, so you might as well sing along. The odds are that we will probably be alright. Odds are we gonna be alright. Odds are we gonna be alright tonight. The odds are that we will probably be alright. Odds are we gonna be alright. Odds are we gonna be alright tonight. The odds are that we will probably be alright. Odds are we gonna be alright. Odds are we gonna be alright tonight. The odds are that we will probably be alright. Odds are we gonna
Here we go, dear listener.
Odds are we gonna be alright for another night.
Yes, the odds have dipped slightly, but this song still holds true. the statistics have changed significantly, but it still holds true. It's going to be all right. Good evening, dear listener, the Late Night Alternative. My name is Iain Lee. Who are you?
Catherine Boyle.
Sounds a little echoey tonight. I wonder why that might be. Haven't got the effects turned on, have we? No, that's there.
That's when we go down the hole.
That's when we fall down the K-hole. No, that sounds vulgar, Catherine. I meant ketamine. I didn't
dare
mean...
you.
Catherine's hole. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number if you want to give us a call. Please don't call if you have legal friends and if you get upset by abruptness. Because I think, I've not had the papers served yet,
No.
but a caller last night wanted to sue me for being too abrupt.
Now, if there were a law for that, you'd be bagged to rights, my friend.
Oh, gosh. But
we could also sue him for bullshine.
I have checked. Now, something doesn't sound quite right to... Sam, does this sound okay to you?
Yeah, it sounds normal.
It sounds a little...
He's not saying it sounds okay, he's saying it sounds normal.
Can you just, Catherine, could you just count to 10, then I'm going to count to 10, because I think
1,
I've just done something
2,
that makes it sound funny.
3, 4, 5.
That'll do, and I'm going to count, Sam, and just let me know that the mics sound kind of okay. 1, 2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5.
Absolutely
We
fine.
sound okay? Well, I'm just being paranoid.
It's you, mate.
I think I've got the fever. I'm being paranoid. My sister's self-isolating.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think she's got it. She's just annoying. Yeah. Jokes! She thinks she's got it. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Don't worry, guys. Everyone who was upset, I fixed my freezer. I fixed it. So
By unpacking it a little bit.
By eating a tub of ice cream and flattening everything down in there, I've just saved myself £500 on a new fridge freezer. Isn't that great news, Sonia?
Hello, Ian and Kathy and the lovely Sam. I must tell you, that horrible cretin last night, he had me awake all night long crying.
David Babcock? We can ban him.
Have you done something about it?
David Babcock?
Yes.
Why do you want to ban him? I mean, he's an idiot. I mean, yes, he has sex with Hoovers.
No. Did you get the police to deal with him? He was nasty cretin.
David Babcock? We're talking about the same guy, the ghost hunter that has sex with Hoovers?
No, his son, isn't it?
Oh, Dave St. Michael. I wouldn't listen, Sonia. I wouldn't worry about
that.
Let's
so
just
horrible.
Say he was horrible, wasn't he? Wasn't he a scumbag?
Wasn't he nasty and horrible?
Nasty.
Honestly, I couldn't get to sleep.
Oh God! Well,
I thought for you because you had to listen to that rubbish.
I know karate, Sonia. I'm a karate master.
Yeah, we should give him a karate chop.
I'll give him a karate chop to the windpipe.
Good.
Hey, listen. Let's just say everything is not as it seems sometimes. I'm okay, Sonia. There is absolutely no need to worry.
Your boys didn't hear, did they?
Oh, God, no. My boys don't know I work in show business. My boys have had a great day. They're back with their mum today, and I got a video phone call from my youngest at 9:45 in the morning, and he was in the bath.
Oh, lovely.
I said, well, hang on a minute. This is a very odd school lesson that you're having here. And I taught him the phrase wrapped around his little finger. I said, do you know what that means? He said, no. I said, well, it means basically you've got your mum to do whatever you want. Get out of that bath, boy, and go and do some learning. Go do some learning, boy.
Oh,
I spoke to my
lovely.
nephews yesterday, and I said, did you have a bath last night? And they went, no, we haven't had a bath since Sunday. Oh. And they said, not Mother's Day, the Sunday before.
Hey, they've not rationed baths yet, guys. No. Get in the bath. Are you a fan of baths, Sonia?
Sorry?
Are you a fan of baths?
I have a wet room.
The wet
disabled wet room.
Oh, I like a nice wet room.
Yeah, it's massive. But listen,
I don't. Go on.
Your children, Kath's children. There's a film on Sky called Up.
Oh, that film.
It's a great film.
And for you, there's another one called Heist with Alan Alda in it. It's the most fantastic film.
Oh, I like Alan Alda. Is it young Alan Alda or is it young Alan Alda or old Alan Alda? Is it an older?
Not older, because he doesn't.
Younger older or older?
A bit older than MASH.
Okay, a bit older than MASH. There we go. And that's how people like me and Sonia age actors. Is a bit older than MASH.
My dad gave me a film recommendation tonight. He said A Taste of Honey's on the telly.
Oh, it's good, that film.
Yes.
Yeah, he said that's the Salford he grew up in.
That's a great film.
That's my time as well. That's lovely.
It's a great film.
But you must look after yourselves, please, because you've made my life different.
Different, not better. Different. Sonia, can I give you Can I tell you something that you might consider to be a little bit of good news?
Go on.
Me and Kath are off next week.
No.
Oh, well, in that case, it's
why?
It's good news wrapped in a velvet glove. No, hang on.
No.
Yeah, we were off because I booked a week off with my boys, and but we are now going to be in Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So we're not taking the whole week off. We feel an obligation. Obviously, my holiday has been cancelled, but I've still got the boys. But we feel an obligation to you lot. So we've kind of compromised, and we're doing. Catherine and I will be on the air next week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So we're only off for 2 days.
Okay, it was bad enough when you're going to be off that Friday. It upset me. I thought, I'm not going to cope.
There we go. Well, I'm back on Fridays now, but not next Friday. All right, Sonia, listen, you relax, you rest and relax, and just bear in mind that a lot of the stuff on this show is theatre, okay?
Yes.
All right, my darling, take care.
Bye-bye.
03, thank you so much. 0344, although Martin was real. 0344 499 and the horse shagger. 1000 is the telephone number. Let's go to Jay. Good evening, Jay.
Hello, Ian. How are you?
Hello, Jay. I'm very well. How are you, my friend?
Very well, thank you. Yeah, I've been listening to
What you got for us, Jay?
Nothing. Yeah, I messaged last night Twitter regards my wife. Just finding out she's pregnant. Pretty
Yay!
Jay's thing works.
Yeah, well, I've got a 13-year-old boy, but this is the first of my wife. We've been trying for about 4 years, and
Must be tired.
yeah, scary times. But man, last night I went out for a walk along the prom in Littlehampton.
Oh yeah.
And just listening to the Bantosaurus going on, it was brilliant. It just made me chuckle all the way, and I don't know, I don't know. My feelings are all over the place at the moment, but yeah, things like this that just take the edge off. You know, listening to you guys is fantastic.
That's a huge compliment. It's gonna be all right, Jay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It's gonna be all right.
Sure. Yeah. But well, everyone got sent home today from work, and it's just me on site in Brighton. So I drive from Littlehampton to Brighton every day, and yeah, everyone else got put down to their they call it FARLO, 80% pay.
You're still getting full pay?
The government kindly sorting out the rest of them, but it's me on site on my own now, which is probably like a good thing. It stops me and the missus from tearing each other's heads off. But we're just waiting. We've been referred, and we're just waiting for a scan because we think it may be later than we initially thought. But anyway, I just want to say, last night people trying to take pops at you, and you giving it back. You giving it. Oh man, it was. It just. I don't know. It just. Really took the edge off, and I just want to say thank you.
Jay, congratulations. Thank you for the kind words. It will be okay. Thank you, Jay. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. I've had a really good day. Really good day. Oh, thank you everybody who took part in the Zoom lunch. You were asleep.
I was still asleep, yeah.
1 o'clock we did it.
I decided to use one of those face eye masks for the first time in ages, and I've got very light curtains, so I normally get woken up by the natural progression of the morning, but not this morning. You'd finished your lunch by the time I were even stirring.
You laugh at me for using those eye masks. They're the key. They're the key. So we did a lunch on this app Zoom, right? And there were 60 of us, all on the screen. It was like a psychedelic Brady Bunch, like the Brady Bunch, you know, if they were rabbits.
And grew up.
And it was a car crash. It was noisy as hell. And man, I laughed. I laughed so much.
Who had the poshest lunch?
Well, I had a bowl of Tommy soup and cheese sandwich. That was Dunkin'. What did everyone else have? I tell you what was nice as well. Kids came. We had loads of kids, about a dozen kids in there. It's child friendly, okay? If you want to join me tomorrow, Thursday, at 1 o'clock, doing the same thing, you have to follow on Twitter or be aware of Twitter, because I don't know how to get the link out to other people. I'm still learning. It's 30 minutes. It's child friendly. We had loads of kids, and that made it really, really special. A lot of those kind of regular tweeters, Mandy and Dan from America was there, and Babcock unfortunately was there. I couldn't work out how to ban him. My sister was there. Loads of kind of quiet, but it was wonderful. And I've worked it out so that when everyone comes on, I can mute everyone. We had a bit where everyone said hello at the same time, and it was a nightmare, but wonderful. Now I know how to mute people, and now I know how to kind of select people and bring them to the centre of the screen. Oh. So it should be a little smoother. I didn't get time to involve everybody. I tried to, and I just don't think that's going to be possible. I want to keep it to 30 minutes. I think any longer than that, I don't think it would quite work. And we just sit there and have lunch, and I kind of ask what's going on, and I play with the kids a bit, and someone was it Daniel? I can't remember. Was cooking for us, giving us a little recipe. We had Robbie Dove played Sergeant Pepper on the ukulele. It was really, really nice, and you're all welcome. It's a little bit weird. You don't have to have your face on there if you don't want. You can turn the camera off if you'd rather not. And I kind of bring people forward, and if I bring you forward and you don't fancy it, just say, not today, let you go back. It's not, we're not there. It's not It's not a show. It's not like the radio show. It's not anything.
Just a happy hangout.
It's just hanging out for 30 minutes. And honestly, afterwards, here's something I didn't think I would be saying. I felt elated. I had elation running through my veins. And a few people said something very, very similar. So, we're not going to do it every day. I don't think I can commit to it every day. So we'll do it on a day-by-day basis. So tomorrow at 1 o'clock, Zoom. If you're on Twitter, I'll post it on my Facebook page as well. Facebook.com/Iain Lee. I'll post it on there. Just come and have lunch. Have a bite to eat. Bring some chocolate, whatever. And we'll just sit and we'll chat. And it's a mess and it's a laugh and it's. There were some regular callers, and it's funny seeing people's faces and people that we've spoken to or people that we've conversed with on Twitter.
I might drop by.
Yeah, please. If you're awake, Catherine, I don't want to disturb your day. 0344 499 1000. This, dear listener, is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
You can watch the show again if you want tonight. Periscope, no, not Periscope, excusez-moi, s'il vous plaît, madame et monsieur. YouTube.com/Iain Lee. And I know a couple of you message saying, well, we wanted to listen to Mondays and Tuesday shows, and they're not on the Talk Radio website. I have it on excellent authority that they are indeed up there now. Let's go to Jonathan. Good evening, Jonathan.
Good evening, Iain. Good evening, Catherine. How you doing?
Jonathan was there at the the inaugural TLNA lunchtime Zoom session. How did you find it?
It was good fun, actually. I really enjoyed it. It was really relaxed. It was like a call to hell or something to begin with. Everyone just shouting, and like some weird kind of music video as well, because you'd be talking about someone, and then periodically it would just go to a man staring at me with his arms folded, and I was just like, what?
Yeah, it's a weird system. If someone speaks, it kind of brings them to the front unless I've selected someone. So I think we can override that. I now know how to mute everybody. I didn't realise as well there was like a little chat box running in the corner as well. So you can you can type chat while we're talking and stuff. And did you enjoy? Was there something in it, Jonathan? I enjoyed it, but did you get something out of it?
Well, it was my lunch break, so I was just kind of having some crisps and just watching along. Yeah, it was just good fun, just good to have in the background. Just a bit of fun, wasn't it?
And that's it. It's just a bit of fun. It's just a bit of fun for people that might be. I'm so blessed in that I have Kath coming round, that I can stream on Twitch, although I've not really been doing a lot. I can play PlayStation and I can talk to people. And I'm seeing, I see my kids from time to time, but I'm aware that there are a lot of people who do not have any of those luxuries. So it is just 30 minutes coming along, dicking around, safe for kids. If there's any aggro, someone will get booted out, which I don't think we're going to have. It was nice seeing kids, Jonathan, I think, for me, was the thing. And I think it's because the boys went home yesterday, and it was nice seeing kids laughing and bullying their dad, was in one case.
Did you like my purple blazer?
I loved your purple blazer. Where did you get it from?
Just from a random suit shop, and I kind of walked past it, and I was like, this is ridiculous. I can't buy this. And I was like looking at it for ages, and I just walked out the shop, walked back to my house, and then turned around, went straight back to the shop, ended up buying it.
Yes, mate.
I just seen the Suicide Squad, the latest one, Birds of Prey. And I think because that's Joker related, I thought, yeah, why not? I mean,
why the hell not? Yes, man. Yeah. Don't go and do. Did they have? This is going to sound crass, and it does sound different because I'm listening through two headphones. That's all it is. Did they? Because when the Joker came out, all of the American news channels were going, well, the Joker movie has hit the cinema screens. So far, there have been no mass shootings as a direct result of the movie. Everyone was expecting a mass shooting because it's about loners. Were there any mass shootings because of the Joker?
I believe there were no mass shootings whatsoever. They were just trying to hype it up, like, yeah, there's going to be one, There wasn't one.
Yeah, and there was not a mass shooting because of the Joker. Well, there you go.
It's almost as if the other one that happened wasn't necessarily just because of the Joker either.
Yeah. Hey, Jonathan, have you watched that Spanish prison film on Netflix?
The Vertical one?
Yeah.
No.
I watched it today. Like nearly all films and all TV programs, including The Tiger King, it was great until the last 10 minutes. But it's quite it's quite a journey though. That is a Spanish. Have you seen this film, Kath? It's this Spanish film, and it's a prison that's set. Well, you don't know how tall it is, but it's like a tower, or maybe it goes underground. And the floor has a hole in the middle, and there's a level beneath it, and a table comes down with food on, and you get about 10 minutes to eat, and then it goes down to the next floor. So the people below you get whatever is left.
So it's about capitalism.
It is about capitalism and socialism, and yeah, very much so. God, have you seen it?
No, but that's
how
what
did
you
you know
described.
that? How did you know that?
That's what you
She's
just
an educated
described.
woman.
Wow, she's a bright button. She's a pretty pin. This lady, I've got to polish her up and put her in my pocket and keep her for a rainy day. What the hell? We're dealing with a brain box here. It's good. I enjoyed it. All right, Jonathan, anything else, my friend? Yeah.
Yeah. You mentioned On the Hour the other day, the Chris Morris radio show.
Yes, I heard it on a obscure internet radio station. Yes.
I love that thing. Have you heard the radio show where he was on the BBC and he just cancelled the news?
Yes.
Have you heard that clip?
Jonathan, do you know how old I am? Do you know what I was doing in 1993, 94, 95?
You're not that sure, are you?
I was smoking a lot of dope, following Chris Morris. I used to listen to him on his Saturday or Sunday morning show that he did on GLR, for goodness sakes. GLR at its height, get this, Sunday mornings, right, or Saturday mornings, I can't remember, you had Chris Evans when he was at his peak. You had Chris Morris and you had Danny Baker.
Gosh.
Oh, my word. Jonathan, thank you. 0344 499 1000. What a lineup that was. Good evening, Bobby.
Hi.
Hey, Bobby, how you doing?
Not too bad. I would have come in the Zoom today, but I've not had a good health day today.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think... Well, what's been happening for you today?
I was fine when I woke up this morning, and then I was just talking to my husband, and suddenly, like a weird headache covered half the side of my head, and then suddenly I was really sensitive to light. It could have been a migraine. I don't think I've ever had a migraine, but it could have been. And then I felt nauseous, and after that, I felt like I had a fever, and
let's kick an idea around. Indulge me. I've had a headache and a stiff neck. The headache's passed, actually, but I've had a headache for about 3 weeks and a stiff neck. What if, indulge me, what if this virus is from aliens? What if it is? Catherine,
whoa, where did that come from?
What if it isn't someone done it with a bat in a Chinese market? What if this is aliens testing a new weapon on us? And I don't want to panic people, but if I am correct, we are at the mercy of an unknown alien force way more powerful than us.
That wants to give us a slight headache and a stiff neck.
Well, maybe
it could happen, man.
Maybe Bobby and I are immune. Excuse me. Pardon me. That was unnecessary.
It was.
What if we are immune to like the hardcore shiz that they're pumping out, but we're like we're soft receivers?
Okay, well that could happen. You need to phone somebody that's in authority.
Okay, Bobby, do you know anybody in authority?
No.
If anyone knows anybody in authority, 0344 499 1000. How are you feeling now? You any better?
I'm better now. I because of the cough that I have, I find it difficult to sleep, and normally I sleep off a headache. So I managed to somehow have like a couple of hours earlier this afternoon, and I feel a lot better now.
Good. Well, hopefully you'll be well enough to join us tomorrow on o'clock for our Zoom lunch.
I'm planning to see how it goes.
Do it.
But I was actually calling to see how your mum was.
Do you know what? I haven't spoken to my mum for a few days. I will give her a call tomorrow. From what I have, the word on the street, the gossip about my mum is she's doing all right. But I will give her a call tomorrow. Actually, I haven't called her for a few days, so I'll check in on her. But thank you for asking, Bobby. I appreciate that. 0344 499 1000. This is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Did you see Doctor Who's video?
No.
Oh, did you not see it?
No.
Oh, it was good. It's Jodie Foster, the new Doctor Who.
Jodie Foster?
Jodie Foster. What? I don't know who it is.
You're not Jack
Foxton.
Summersby, so why do you keep saying you are?
Sorry?
You're not Jack Summersby, so why do you keep saying you are?
Why are you doing an Irish accent and saying Jackie Chan?
I'm not. I'm saying I'm
You're
doing
not Jackie Chan.
I'm doing Jodie Foster in perhaps her finest performance in Summersby.
You're not Jackie Chan.
What?
That's what you just said.
I said you're not Jack Summersby, so why do you keep saying you are?
You're not Jackie Chan.
Because I never loved him like I love you.
In the new Doctor Who, Lucy Foskett. What's her name?
Jodie Whittaker.
Jodie Whittaker. She's done a video. It's good. Oh, it's good.
Oh yeah.
Like on a mobile phone.
Yeah.
Dressed up, obviously in her doctor's clothes.
Yeah.
In a wardrobe.
What for?
Hiding.
Okay.
And talking about isolation and stuff for kids. It's for kids. Stop being so cynical.
I'm not. Just wondering what she was in the cupboard for.
I'm gonna.
Don't get in the cupboard because you can get locked in.
There we
What
go.
are you doing?
I'm doing it so that I can see that
But now
beautiful face.
It.
Beautiful face. There we go.
Is that better? Is that better?
Hang on. Here we go.
But now that's.
Hang on. I'm gonna unplug your microphone. Hang on. Lefty loosey, righty tighty. There we go. Because it's set up so that I can't see you.
Is that better?
There we go.
Is everyone happy now?
Happy's a very strong word,
Well,
considering we're in lockdown because of a global pandemic.
No one's allowed to
But
be
yeah,
happy.
no, it was good. It was nice. I thought it was a really charming thing, and you're cynical.
I'm not.
You are. You're pulling a face.
I'm always pulling
You
a
look a
face.
bit like a Doctor Who today.
And I've got my stripy blazer on.
0344 499 1000 is the phone number. So I've had a good day. I woke up at 8, and I find getting up in the morning is the hardest part of the day for me. But I got up straight away. I thought I need to sort out the fridge freezer was broken. I thought I need to just go and check see if it's still broken. It was. So then I fed the cats, sorted out bought a new fridge freezer. It was going to be delivered on Friday. What? Friday.
Well, they know it's important.
Well, no, but there's people online going, I hope you still need it when you get it in November. So Friday.
What, people online were wrong?
Yes,
Flipping kidding me.
Surprisingly.
I thought those guys were all experts.
Have a fiddle with that because that's better, isn't it? You can see me okay.
I can see you. I can't see my computer, but
oh, can you not? We'll bring it forward a little bit. Yeah, you can see it now.
I can't really. It's fine.
Stop being a dick.
Listen,
Can
just
you
carry
see
on.
it?
Just
Can you
carry
s-
on. I'm a professional. I can deal with this. I'll put it there.
Okay. Which would you rather see, the computer or me?
Honestly.
Outrageous. I did that. I tested Zoom. I booked Pete Heat. Oh, Pete Heat, the magician.
Peter Heater.
Peter Heater. You remember him, dear listener. He's been on the show at Pete Heat. You can book him for a 25-minute Skype or Zoom magic show. Pay whatever you want. Be fair with the payment. Don't slip him a fiver. That feels a bit tight. So I've booked him for I've got the boys next week. Next Friday, 6 p.m. I've got Pete giving us a magic show. And you're invited, Kath, because
really?
I've asked and you can join in on Zoom as well. So bring the girls.
When you were telling me earlier, I thought you were just showing off.
No.
Didn't realise I was invited.
Bring the girls, and we'll have on Zoom, and we'll have a nice little magic show with Pete Heat.
Let's do it.
That'd be all right, wouldn't
I wonder
it?
if I can get it on the telly.
You probably could actually. So we'll have a magic show.
Beautiful.
That'll be fun.
All right, now I'm invested.
Exactly. And he offered me a freebie. I said, mate, no. I'm going to chuck you a few quid for this. If you want to book him at Pete Heat, and there's loads of because his industry is closed. It's closed now, So, there are loads of musicians, I think, that are doing similar kinds of things. So if you see these things and you're a fan of them, support them.
Yeah. Or likewise, people who are sort of small business people doing stuff on their own, at the moment.
Yeah.
I was thinking about our friend Fiona.
Yes,
today,
who does.
because I was
did the
ironing my
wonderful-
t-shirt. I've got my Peace, Love and Cats t-shirt
Did
on,
the
right?
wonderful picture of Velvet for me that makes me tear up on a grey
Brilliant one,
day.
Willow. I don't think she's doing those at the moment because she can't get them straight in the post box.
Right, okay.
But she's still doing t-shirts, so I ordered another t-shirt and I thought I'd wear my Peace, Love and Cats.
Beautiful.
She's vamped tees.
And there's loads of people, and obviously you can't support everybody. I'm supporting a few select. You kind of the Rondo Theatre in Bath, who've been very, very kind to us. I bunged them a few quid, and there's a couple of little small things that, and it's if you can afford it, do it. It's like people supporting me on Twitch. That's great. If you can afford it, do it. But if your job or your income is in any way in jeopardy, I'm happy to do it. I'm doing it for free. And be sensible. Be sensible. So I've had a good day today, and I felt really good all day. Then I went to bed at about 4 for a couple of hours, and just this evening I felt you came round a bit, and we watched a bit of telly, Five Guys, One Cup, and I feel so tired. My bones are aching.
Well, here's my theory about you.
This might be it. I might have it.
No, I think you've been clenched for about 2 weeks,
Ooh,
and that's why you feel so tired.
I could be it. The knot in the stomach is only half there.
Mm-hmm.
It was a knot. It was a full on.
But it's exhausting being that anxious.
Yeah, it is. You're right. Do you know what? You're right. It is exhausting, and I'm sleeping terribly.
Yeah.
I'm sleeping very, very badly. So yeah. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Oh, I put you in the wrong box. Let me drag you over there. Good evening, Kai.
Hello, Ian. How are you? I'm Catherine.
Well, I just went into great detail about how I was, Kai. I'm not going to tell you again.
I think he's just doing the polite how are you.
Well, I'll give you the polite how are you in a minute. Kai, what can I do for you?
I just saw an interesting quote on Instagram and I thought to share it.
Oh, God, is it inspirational?
Not really. It's just to do with the corona stuff.
Okay.
It's basically, it says this: it's crazy how social media and technology was isolating us, and now it's vital to keeping us closer together. And yeah, I just thought to share it with you guys because it actually is true. Because I'm guilty of it because I am 18, almost 19. Before this happened, I used to be on my phone a lot.
Hang on a minute, Kai.
Now it's
Hang on a
how
minute,
it's keeping us all
Kai.
together.
Hang on a minute, Kai. On a previous episode of the Late Night Alternative, you told Catherine you were 19 years old.
Did I?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, sorry. Well, I'm 19 next month.
I don't want to go over old ground, but it makes a previous what do they call it, plot line a little even murkier. Oh well. Technology's great, but here's the thing: everybody is caning the internet so much that I couldn't play Call of Duty earlier on. It kept glitching. So
really,
yes, really.
Oh, wow.
And listen, in the great scheme of things, that's not a problem. Of course, it's not a problem. I was trying to stream it and it didn't work. That's not a problem. But it does mean the internet is under a huge stress, which the longer this goes on for, and if you think this is going to go on for 3 weeks, you've got another think coming. The longer this goes on for, the more people will be at home, the more people will be watching Netflix and Skype. It's Netflix, Disney Plus launched today. So more and more people will be using the internet, which means it will slow down until we are ground to a halt. I was speaking to a friend online, saying, imagine if they had to switch the internet off for a month. We would be. Well, I think the cutoff would be 35. I think anyone older than 35 would struggle, but they'd be fine. I think anybody under 35 would take much, much longer to acclimatise to a world without the internet. Because to me, Kai, I mean, the internet's, been kind of available in homes for, let's say, 25 years. But for me, the internet is still a very, very new thing. It's still a very new thing that I don't understand. It's electricity.
And we're from the generation, we remember queuing up in computer rooms at college to use a limited number of computers and being timed, right, and sharing. Never mind having one in your pocket.
I have got 2 bookcases full of books, right? And when this first happened, I thought, oh, great. I'm gonna steam through all of those books. 2 weeks at home, I've read 1 book. I'm just not picking up books. And I probably won't pick up. I'll pick up 2 more books in the next year. But if the internet went, I'd go a bit nuts for a while, but I'd acclimatise.
I've been reading more, but mostly because I have to tell the kids to get off the computer and have quiet time. Yeah. So everything's off.
Thank God for Fortnite.
Yeah,
go on, Kai.
For me, I only read books if it's like autobiographies of celebrities I like. Apart from that, I find them boring personally.
Gosh, you and me are very similar. I'm pretty much the same. Just finished the Louis Theroux book, by the way, guys. It's a great read, but it seems so old-fashioned. because he's talking about flying to places, having lunches, embracing people, shaking hands, staying in people's houses, moving around freely already.
Going outdoors with no excuse.
It's funny, isn't it, how quickly human beings adapt. This is the new normal. And when this ends, I think we will not go back to how it was 3 months ago.
But things are already strange. You watch the television and they're doing adverts and you think, don't care about that anymore. That's not relevant. Not going to buy one of them for ages. What's the point?
Yeah.
I've got some new shoes. No, I'm not going to wear them for months.
Nah, I bought a new shirt the other day. It's like, what's that for? I've got some old T-shirts. I'll be fine. I have my shawl. I'll be fine.
One more question, sorry, Ian.
Yes.
How was Call of Duty, by the way? Sorry, I've saw bits.
It kept glitching. I couldn't play it.
But like generally, if it was working all right, how are you finding it?
Yeah, it's good.
It's
It's a good game. I like running around pretending I'm shooting people in a video game. It's a lot of fun. Doom tomorrow. I'm going to play Doom. 0344 499 1000. Thank you, Kai. Alistair, stay there. You could be on soon as well, dear listener. The Late Night Alternative. Weeknights from 10 with Ian and Kath on Talk Radio.
Late Night Ian Lee on Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000. I'm aware, by the way, Kath fans, that I'm doing most of the talking at the moment, and I have been while we've been broadcasting from home. It's simply because I'm better than Catherine. So I promise you, as soon as she gets up to my level of broadcasting and wit and humour, I will let her speak almost as much as me. And that's a promise, Kath.
Gosh, you actually said that out loud.
Yeah.
I mean, it's what I've suspected you thought. But,
yeah. Well, so as soon as that happens,
yep,
you are welcome to join in.
I look forward to that.
More.
Yeah.
Does the listener?
Well, one didn't the other idiot the other day.
Okay, but what I'm saying is,
that Ian fan.
Keep looking
at
fit for the boys and girls at home. Keep listening to me.
I'm not always listening. Sometimes I'm on screensaver mentally.
There you go. And that to me sums up why we're in this mess. She's the equivalent of poor hygiene in a Chinese market. She's the reason. She is COVID-19 and the vaccine and the cure, which, by the way, I'm very, very close to developing. Let's go to Michelle. Good evening, Michelle.
Hiya, all right.
Yeah, fine, thanks, Michelle. How are you doing?
I've just put my husband into an ambulance.
Oh, bloody hell, what's happened?
Yeah,
Please tell me he's an ambulance driver.
No.
Go on, say that again.
We've had the virus for the last 10 days, including our kids. And most of us are getting better. And then yesterday he started coughing. And then today, he's only 41, but he just couldn't get his breath. So I've ended up phoning 999. He's just gone to hospital in an ambulance.
A few words of comfort. There are a lot of people in their 30s and 40s who are going to hospital with it, okay? It's actually quite common for people in their 30s and 40s to go to hospital with it. It is not common. It is also common for them to come out of hospital. How are you right now?
I'm okay. Do you know, Ian, I've got to tell you, on Monday night, because we've all had it, you see, my daughter who's 14, she had a really high temperature. She fell down the stairs and broke her collarbone, but couldn't go to hospital. So we made her a sling, and we've been giving her painkillers. It's been crazy. I mean, I teach in a high school, and my husband travels for his job. So but it's just the fact that for him, this is day 10 or 11 now, and he's got worse today.
So everyone else in the house is improving. I mean, you sound great.
I feel really good. The hardest part for me, about halfway through, I lost all sense of smell and taste.
This is the thing. This is why my sister self-isolated. She messaged me today saying, I've lost all smell and taste. I went, oh, is that a symptom? And then I Googled it, And
It is.
apparently it is. It's not scientifically proven, but a lot of people are saying it's one of the symptoms. She's self-isolating, and now she's got a cough and stuff.
Yeah.
Has your smell and taste come back?
Not 100%, but much better than it was.
Okay. And did you
But
say
yeah,
you've got a daughter, and who else is in the house with you?
I've got 2 daughters, 14 and 12.
And how are they doing now? Obviously with the broken
doing-
collarbone to one side.
Yeah, they're doing much better. I mean, it's almost barely touched them. Other than the high temperature, it's barely touched them.
Good.
Yeah, but then obviously Mike just got worse yesterday, even worse today, and now he's literally just gone. And
For those who are worried about what the kind of the procedure, when you called the ambulance and you described the symptoms, did they take you seriously? And how long did it take for the ambulance to come?
I called them about 5 hours ago, and they said, we'll get somebody to call you back.
Right.
And then they didn't. So about half an hour ago, his cough was still really bad and very, very regular. So I called them again, and they came out, and they had the masks on, and they listened to his lungs. They said one of his lungs sounds quite weak. They checked his heart. His blood pressure was high. He had a temperature. And they said you should probably just go into hospital.
Great.
But I mean, you wouldn't know. Like, before the coughing, you could talk to him. He was up and about this morning. So
it just suddenly turned.
It's just the most peculiar disease.
Man, isn't it?
So,
aren't these strange times?
Well, really, if he's not out by Friday, I just need you to come round and put the bins out, if that's okay.
Unbelievable!
Oh,
I wonder where she was going with that,
exactly.
though. I did think there might have been something else. Friday might be nookie night. I don't.
No,
Michelle, I'm not touching your filthy bins. It's probably covered in the lurgy.
That is a blue job. I can't do that job.
What do you mean you can't do that job? Come on, you got the vote. Go put the bins out, woman.
No way.
I've got a feeling Mike is an excellent actor. He's faking this cough.
I do.
We've got to do the bins every week. Every week, Michelle won't do it. And this is.
I said we've got
mate.
time off. We could get some jobs done. And suddenly he's in the bloody
You're all blue, I
ambulance.
guess.
What do you mean a blue job?
Men's.
A blue job. The
Is
men's
that a
job.
thing? Is that a phrase? And what's a woman's job? A pink job?
I don't know. Woman's job.
You don't have any jobs?
No. Properly.
Flippin' heck, Michelle. This is old-fashioned. I hope Mike makes a full and speedy recovery and never comes home, changes his name and sets up life somewhere else.
What will I do with all my rubbish? I'll be on hold.
You've got 2 teenagers. That's what they're for.
Oh, I could imagine them too. I could imagine. Honestly, God.
Michelle, lots of love to you, to all of you. Let us know how things go with them, won't you?
Of course I will. Honestly, I know it sounds ridiculous that you 2 are the people I wanted to talk to about it, but you were the people I wanted to talk to about it. I don't want to talk to family who are going to worry and ask too many questions. I need to talk to somebody who's going to laugh with me.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm so grateful. You are the first people I've spoken to since he left. So honestly, thank you.
No, Michelle, thank you for saying that. It's kind, and I get it. And we've got our fingers crossed, and he's going to be in the best possible place. I look forward to speaking to Mike when he comes back on. I bet he comes back Saturday morning, just after bin day. Thank you, Michelle. 0344 499 1000. We are here. Well, do you want to explain, let's set the stall a bit, Catherine, for people that are wondering what this show is,
what this show is.
While this is going on.
Yeah, because it's unusual, this show, in that we don't tend to throw out topics or restrict you to certain arguments that have probably been had all the way through the course of the day. So we won't be asking you what you think of Prince Charles getting a test when other people don't get a test and all that sort of stuff. That's been done. This is more a show for you to ring up and talk to us about what's on your mind. So 0344 499 1000. Yeah. You can ring us like Michelle did because something's just happened and you can't think of anyone else you want to share it with at this point. We can have a laugh. You can talk about something serious. The show kind of takes on a life of its own every night, and while we tend to have things up our sleeves for if it goes quiet, it really is kind of guided by what you lot want to talk about, and that's fine by us.
And we're deliberately not focusing on the dreaded lurgy, but if, like Michelle, you want to phone up and talk about it, we're not going to turn you away. That would be churlish, and that would be rude and dishonest.
Well, also I think potentially dangerous at this point because you know there are lots of people wandering around with we heard some last night, didn't we? Some strange ideas in their heads about what you can get and what it's come from and all this sort of stuff.
It's a conspiracy, but the government are using it as a smokescreen to get rid of cash and job centres.
I mean, there are people who've run this show that don't believe in it at all.
Yeah.
So you know, I think for public safety's sake, we need to bust some myths.
Oh, this is what I want after 11. I want someone to phone up and talk dirty to us.
Why?
I want someone to phone up and talk dirty to us. I want someone to phone up today and make up a really filthy story about what they've done today. Maybe they've just landed from New York City and then they went and watched a movie.
Yeah.
And then they went shopping.
Oh, God.
Then they met all of their friends and hugged them. And then they went to a restaurant. I want someone to phone up and talk dirty like that, please. 03, I'll play some sexy music in the background. 0344 499 1000. I want some close physical contact porn, not sexual. Don't want any sexual stuff.
Doesn't need to be.
No. I just went. Oh, we went to Wagamama's and it was really crowded, but we all sat on the same bench and
and I went in the pub and I drank out of a glass and I looked down and there was lipstick on it that wasn't mine. Oh!
I want someone to phone up after 11. That's what we'll do. We'll phone up now and we'll get you in to talk dirty to us about the old days. I went to the gym and I used all the equipment and I didn't wipe it down afterwards.
And I didn't wash my hands.
0344 499 1000. There we go. Let's go to Alistair. Good evening, Alistair.
Hi, evening, Ian. Evening, Catherine. You're sounding both very good tonight, can I just say?
Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. This is our job. This is our life. This is our soul. And then you speak to people like Michelle, who's going through it, you know.
I know. Love to her family, her and her family.
He'll be all right. Okay. He'll be all right. I know it. What you got for us, Big A?
Okay. Just a very quick thing before I start on the main. Okay. The poem, right, that I said earlier on, somebody tweeted me today and said that they liked it. Okay. So that's one fan that I've got. Now,
defend your art. Defend. You are, by the way, you are absolutely right. Defend your art. I mean, it's almost indefensible, but defend it. You're a good sport, Alistair.
No. I mean, that's why I'm doing this rubbish, because I'm trying to sort of be a... Anyway, you tell you about your fridge, right?
Yeah.
The same day, my microwave stopped working.
Oh.
Now, isn't something that Martin may have had a thing, you know? We don't know, but...
What, bad vibes? Bad vibes, what done it?
Well, maybe there is a conspiracy that's stopping certain appliances working in different households. I don't know. But I got a new one.
Appliances in different houses. Could you get any Vega? I don't think so. Could you get Louis Vega? I don't think so. Go on.
I got a new one delivered today, so I'm very happy that it's got... Because obviously, being a single bloke, I'd struggle without a microwave, really.
Can I tell you something sad? Go
on.
Like proper, the dictionary definition of sad. I got food in the freezer. A lot of pizzas, a lot of ready meals and some chips. I got loads of tins. I bought tins ages ago. I always have a lot of tins, and then I just kind of bought a few more a while ago. So I'm all right, okay? But when my boys are here, because I'm not, worried is too strong a word, because I want the best for them and I want to make sure that they don't go hungry. When I've been cooking for the boys, I bet a lot of parents are doing this right now. When I've been cooking for the boys, I haven't cooked myself a meal. I've eaten their leftovers. Just because I want to make sure they're fed first. And just supposing we had to isolate for 2 weeks or whatever, me and the boys, I just want to make sure they're okay. And I'm all right. I've got food in the freezer. I've got a few quid, Alistair. I'm still working and I'm still getting paid. And that's what I'm doing. And it just made me think, God, there must be parents who aren't working right now and aren't getting paid, who are also doing that. I don't know. It just made me think that that's kind of what I'm descending to. And I'm not going hungry. I'm not starving or anything. I'm certainly eating a lot less than I would have done, because I think, I'll save that for the boy. The boys are like that when they come over. I'll have a little bit when they're done with it. It's a funny old world, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I was actually talking to an Alcoholics Anonymous friend today who lives with his wife, who query might be an alcoholic as well, although he's always a bit vague about that. And I just said to him, look, if you need anything, just give me a ring, because, I'm healthy at the moment, touch wood. I can get to the shops and do a shop for you and do that. So, yeah, that's what I said. Okay, now...
are we on I was on running out of time. Well, they've got 60 seconds.
You've got 60 seconds.
I was on the Zoom thing with you today, Ian, and
yes,
very good, and I hope to be on there tomorrow. I was just trying to set up the Zoom for me AA group, and I've got teething problems due to the fact that I'm thick. But but other than that, I'm doing well, and there's another creativity project in the pipeline.
Oh, beautiful. But create. And well done for thank you very much, Alistair. 0344 499 1000. And well done for taking our gentle ribbing in the spirit it was intended. But being creative, making stuff, podcasts, painting, art, sculpture.
Baking.
Doing the gardening, anything like that. Being creative, it's great, man. It's great. Paul has emailed.
I saw that. Hilarious.
Hi, Ian. I mean, I don't believe this email. I suspect it might be one of our trolls, but it's without question you are a truly superb broadcaster. I love your show. I listen every night, Monday to Friday. You mentioned on Wednesday, the 25th of March, that's now, that you will now only be doing 3 nights a week.
No.
My question is this, and I'm putting the punctuation in. At this truly stressful time, why do you desert your listeners? You and Kath work 3 hours a night. How hard can that be? You say you care deeply of the show and what you do, but how on earth would either of you cope in the real world, working a full-time job? Respectfully, Paul, with respect, Paul, you're an absolute pudding. I haven't said any of those things. I have no idea what you're listening to.
We will be working 3 days next week that we were going to take off, as holiday that everyone gets. This is a proper job. It takes longer than 3 hours a week, and that was not respectful.
Thank you, Paul. 0344 499 1000. We got Gatford. We got Ricky. We could be talking to you. This is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Cheer. Rihanna. Good girl going bad. Take 3. Action. Ho. No clouds in my stones. Let it rain. I hydroplane in the bank. Coming down like a Dow Jones. When the clouds come, we gone. We Rockefeller, we fly higher than weather, and cheap vibes are better. You know me, in anticipation for precipitation, stack chips with a rainy day. Jay, Rain Man is back with Little Miss Sunshine. Rihanna, where you at?
You have my heart, and we'll never be worlds apart. Maybe in magazines, but you still be my star. Baby, 'cause in the dark, you can't see shiny cars. And that's when you need me there. With you I'll always share. Because when the sunshine we shine together. Told you I'll be here forever. Said I'll always be your friend. Took an oath I must stick it out to the end. Now that it's raining more than ever, know that we'll still have each other. You can stand under my umbrella. You can stand under my umbrella. stick it out to the end. Now that it's raining more than ever, know that we'll still have each other. You can stand under my umbrella. You can stand under my umbrella. Under my umbrella. Under my umbrella. Under my umbrella. You can run into my arms. It's okay, don't be alarmed. Come into me. There's no distance in between us. So gonna let the rain pour. I'll be all you need and when the sunshine, we shine together. Told you I'll be here forever. Said I'll always be your friend. Took an oath, I'ma stick it out to the end. Now that it's raining more than ever, know that we'll still have each other. You can stand under my umbrella. You can stand under my umbrella. Under my umbrella. Under my umbrella. Under my umbrella. It's raining. Oh, baby, it's raining.
03444991000. Must remember to turn the microphones off when we're playing music, because it's all coming through the Late Night Alternative, weeknights from 10. Iain Lee and Catherine Boyle. You can call up about anything. We know what the big news story of the day is. But you can call up about absolutely anything. 03444991000. If you've never listened before or called in before, very, very simple. You don't really need that much to talk about. You phone up, you speak to our friend Sam, who's taking the calls. He's in London. He calls you straight back, puts you up on the screen. I have the screen in front of me, which is incredible, and I can put a call through like Ricky. Good evening, Ricky.
Good evening to you. Good evening to you. May I make a suggestion? Nearly didn't get that right, did I? A suggestion as regards...
The fact that you can barely say the word says you probably will struggle to make the suggestion. But let's have a go.
Okay. As regards self-isolation, obviously the consequences could be loneliness, depression, and perhaps even something more serious.
Yes.
So may I make a suggestion that the middle-aged of today are the CB radio users of yesterday. That they get the CB radios, get them out again.
I suggested this to my friend Paul Garner just 2 days ago when I spoke to him, who was a CB enthusiast. I said, Paul, fire up the CB. Let's see if there's any old racists out there ranting away. Ricky, do you have a CB?
I have, yes. I'm not using it at the moment, but it's a great means of communicating locally with various activities on it.
Because I have been wanting to buy a CB. You're right, Kath.
Yes.
I'm talking to George.
Please don't talk to George. He's an annoying cat. Catherine, I have been wanting to get a CB radio for years.
Why have you not?
Maybe now is the time.
You could probably justify it now.
Maybe now is the time to get a CB.
Well, can I help her there and advise what can be done with it?
Yeah, please do, Ricky. Advise Catherine what can be done with it. Help her.
I'm not bothered. Don't tell me. Tell Ian.
Tell Catherine.
No.
Catherine wants to know.
The ladies enjoy this too, Kathleen. Very, very quickly. I have another point as well. Very quickly. With CB radio, one of the things I operate with it was within the radius of, say, about 5 miles. 5 people set up a Ludo board. And
Ouija board?
One Ludo. There's many other activities. A Ludo, yeah. You know what Ludo is?
Yeah, one of the longest, dullest games. You've got to get all 4 counters all the way round the board. All 4 of them. Not one, all 4 of them. No one ever plays the full Ludo game.
Sorry, are you still there? You listening?
Unfortunately, yes.
Well, you see, you're wrong. Very wrong. Now, what happens is only the 5th person is allowed to throw the dice. Now, board games are thousands of years old, and everybody throws the dice as another conversation piece, right? And as you know, one person throws the dice, but it's a umpire throws it for the yellow, say a 6, so yellow moves 6, but every other board moves the yellow 6 as well. So everybody knows what everybody else says. And you have 24 people taking part in what was normally considered 4 people to a board. If you get 4 people to a board, 4 for 22, plus the 5th, the umpire, and it works a bomb. And the fact that you throw a dice is a new conversation piece every time, till slowly everybody starts falling out over as they get put out. And the ladies enjoyed it. They were heavy into it as well. And there's one other thing too which surprised me. One of the participants I didn't know was actually a blind person, and they're equal to everybody else on the CB radio with a draft, because their boards are made up to suit that sort of thing. So if anybody's listening, that's one of the uses you can make of CB radio without having to talk about I'm hitting you and I'm hitting a Mexico and all that nonsense. So that's just one point. Can I make another point? I fell asleep. Hello? You fell asleep.
Where am I? What's going on? What's going on? Where am I?
Is it still today?
What? Ricky, you can play Ludo on a computer.
Yes, but you can't talk to the person and ask if they're okay.
Yes, you can.
Are they still lonely?
Ricky,
yes, but
you can talk to people on computers now.
Never mind playing on a computer. You use the CB radio because it closes that area down. You don't have to talk to somebody. Can I give you another point? No,
Ricky, listen to me. Listen to me.
Can you play Ludo first of all before I listen to you?
Ricky, shut up. You can play Ludo on a computer with other people in different countries, and you can talk to them.
And you can mute them.
That's no use. You're trying to communicate with people close to you who may need attention. They're lonely, and they want to be within reach of you.
Well,
radio
as well as Ricky, shut up.
Somebody in Mexico.
Shut up.
They can't even speak Spanish.
Warning by your name. Ricky.
Yes.
Are you that thick? You can play against people in Mexico. Do you know what that means? You can also play against the guy next door.
It's the next door you want to play with. He's the guy.
You can play against the guy. You can play against the guy next door.
He's not going to listen.
Yes, but
Ricky,
he's the one who needs your help.
That's a great suggestion. Thanks very much for that. Great.
Thanks for your call, Ricky. 0344 499 1000. My God, you can play. If you can play someone in Mexico, the internet isn't just England, Mexico, UK, Mexico.
It's next door as well.
It's next door.
Yeah.
But Ludo's rubbish. I'm not buying a CB.
Don't. You'll get Ricky.
Let's go to Margaret. Good evening, Margaret.
Oh, hello, Ian. Hello, Kath. That made me laugh. Fancy wanting to play Ludo. My God.
Ludo.
Anyway,
what a boring game. I hate Ludo.
About the most boring child's game that there is, isn't it? Anyway.
I never liked playing Ludo as a kid.
I know. So did I. Anyway, this is going to be boring, but you might be able to help.
Okay.
Okay, because on the news, they're saying that thousands and thousands of people have volunteered to help with this dreaded lurgy people.
About 400,000 people, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Now, but listen, Ian, how do I get to somebody? They didn't give us any information how we got hold of these people.
What? So
I'm an old lady, over 80. I live alone, and it'd be very nice to have somebody coming round, but I don't know how to get a hold of them.
Yeah, I suspect that the NHS. I would hope, and I would expect that the NHS will be in touch. I don't know. That's a good point. Speak to your GP.
Yeah. Okay.
Speak to the GP and say, I've heard about this, and I've sort of seen there've been so many volunteers. Do I put my name down with you? Do I have to call a number? But I would like to register myself, and I bet your GP will either be a place where you can register yourself, or they'll know who you have to call.
Okay. All right. Thank you, darling. I'll do that.
Take care, my dear. See you later on. You can call us anytime you want as well, Margaret. Thank you. 0344 499 1000. Let's take a quick break. This is Talk Radio.
Late night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
when they close the internet down, as they will do, CB radio will be the only way to play board games.
Oh, well, never mind. No more Ludo for me.
So I would like... really... just pushing it today.
Do you know, my parents, I dropped some shopping round for them, put it on their doorstep, rang the bell and ran away and stood at the end of the street. And the way my mum opened that door, I think she's desperate for other people's company.
Oh, I've got a joke. Well, she can come on the CB with me.
Wow.
I'll give her a 69.
What? And then my dad sent me a message saying... No.
When you meet someone, give 60. You up for a 69er?
Mum thinks, this is the WhatsApp I've just had from my dad. Mum thinks Rosamund Pike is ugly, hairline too low, bum chin. All because I said, ooh, she's attractive. You see, they're at each other's throats. It's been a week.
Up for a 69er?
Don't say that about my mum.
That's what it means. It's when you want to have an eyeball. Oh, it's an eyeball. It's not a 69er.
No. You have to do that first.
I wonder. I can get a CB radio.
What for?
To play Ludo.
You don't want to play
with
Ludo.
The sad sack.
Have you got Ludo? You haven't got Ludo. You have to get that as well.
I will troll them. I want to troll people for £105 69, and I can have it by Sunday.
Right. Well, it sounds great. Have a lovely time with your
friends. We weren't working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Right. Yeah.
Now we're working Monday, Tuesday,
So
Wednesday.
you've got the extra money, so you can spend it on that.
I can spend it on saving my life and the life of my children.
With a CB radio?
When the end of the world comes. Yeah.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I think exactly what I can bloody well do.
Why don't you just build a bunker and be done with it?
Hang on a second. Let me just... we'll take this line, Sam. Yeah, Ricky, you've just been on, mate.
Aye, sorry, pal. I was just going to say, if you're getting a CB radio, remember, you don't have a dump button, so you'll have a problem.
Well, no, but I won't be using it to do a radio show, Rick.
No,
I don't have a dump button when I'm talking to someone in a supermarket.
We're going to say you were going to get a CB radio. We're going to get a CB radio. You don't have a dump button on it, so you'd have to improve your performance.
Oh, just tell him, thanks very much for that. Goodbye.
Thanks very much for that. Goodbye. I know what C and B stands for in your case. I made myself laugh with that. Evening, Matt.
Good evening. How are you? I'll admit how you are. Don't answer that. I wanted to just do a bit of dirty talk.
Oh! Matt, let me get some sexy music. We're going to have guys, this is going to be a little bit horny. It's going to be a little bit fruity. Hang on a second. Let's get onto YouTube. Oh, ladies and gentlemen.
Hit me.
Sexy porno music. Here we go. Here we go. Let's just see what this sounds like. Hang on. Oh, no, hang on a minute. That's Spotify.
Rihanna, shut up and drive.
That's not actually her song, so you got that wrong. Here we go.
Yes, it is, you idiot.
No, it's not, you idiot.
Yes, it is.
Away you go, Matt. Talk dirty to me, big boy.
So I've just come back from a bit of a world tour. Started in China, then went to northern Italy and New York, and I came back today. Got on the tube and rubbed my hands up and down the vertical bar. Went into a McDonald's and asked the girl if I could have a lick of her McFlurry.
Oof.
Put a couple of nuggets in my mouth, straight from the table. Then went to a pub, about 18 of us in a small confined space. And,
big crowd. It was a big crowd.
Big crowd. And there was like a big fondue on the table. And everyone was...
Matt, stay there. Matt, stay there. Barry, we're just having a little bit of dirty talk. Are you okay to hold the line, Barry?
Hold the line? That's not the only thing. Go on, yeah, keep going.
We'll keep your fader up. Carry on, Matt. You carry on talking filth.
My fader's up, don't you worry.
Yeah, your fader's all the way up. And, yeah, we're dipping our cheesy chunks in the fondue.
Dipping cheese into the fondue. That's a weird fondue, but I like it.
Well, it was a cheesy fondue. It was a beefy chunk.
That's going to mix terribly.
Tell me about the people that were there and how close you were to the people.
So we were standing in a room. There was 18 of us, as I say, and the room was probably about 12 foot by 12 foot. So we were right on top of each other, literally rubbing up against each other.
Did you use the same napkin to wipe your mouths? Tell me.
We were just wiping each other's mouths with our fingers and bits of beef.
Hang on a second. Hang on. It's not meant to be actually like sexual intercourse.
Sexual. No, it's not. It's not. No, we're just because we'd run out of napkins. That was all.
I apologise.
Okay,
Carry
yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah.
I'm assuming you were all shaking hands as well, maybe even high-fiving, Matt.
There was a lot of high-fiving going on. There was quite a lot of because there was a lot of the people there were from the continent, so there was quite a lot of cheek kissing. With hugging each other because we wanted to just kind of give each other moral support, and sharing bowls of twiglets and peanuts on the bar.
Did any of you wash your hands? Any of you?
No, there was no. They'd run out of soap and the hot water was off. So
of course they had.
It was.
How did you get home, Matt?
We all got into an Uber, like a minibus, all 18 of us, and drove along. It was just really hot and sweaty in the car. Guy who had his air conditioning had broken, so it was just really, really warm. And we all went back to a big house party, and a load of other people came and joined us. And there was a big bowl of Doritos in the middle of the table.
Another one.
Which we were all just helping ourselves to. And there was one jar of salsa, and we were all just dipping our tortilla chips in that salsa.
Oh, God. No one double dipped, did they?
Yeah, there was lots of double dipping.
They double dipped.
Well, yeah, I mean, even in the best of times, you shouldn't double dip, but because there was just the one jar, we had to kind of just deal with it. And then someone got out a bottle of whiskey, and I don't drink whiskey personally, but a lot of people were just drinking from that bottle, just like chugging it around. And it was pretty sweet.
Matt, you're filthy.
And then we all
very dirty boy.
I think Barry might have dropped off.
Can you still hear me?
Yes, Barry.
After a while, that made me feel slightly bilious. I mean, I know what you're trying to achieve, but after a while, you cannot see much of that sort of thing.
Barry, can I ask, is it possible to actually speak into your telephone?
Oh, can you hear me now?
Are you on speakerphone, Barry?
No, I am not. Can you hear me now?
Not very well. It sounds like you're on speakerphone, Barry.
Hold on.
Anyway, I'm feeling dirty now.
No, I'm not. Can you hear
Matt,
me now?
thank you, Matt. We appreciate your sick, twisted mind. You're like Ron Jeremy, you are. Naughty boy. Thank you. Barry?
Shall I phone back or something?
Nah, don't bother. Sonia, one of our regular listeners, she's over 80, so quite young for you. Sonia couldn't sleep last night and was in tears because your son, David St. Michael, phoned up and threatened me, and she was terrified.
She said he was so mean.
Sonia, don't worry about him. He's a soppy sod.
He's a knob.
Well, let's not go mad. I don't
He's a drug-addicted ex-con knob.
Ian, why you keep... I mean, you're enticing the bloke to phone up and give you some more. This was.
I'm surprised he knows how to use a telephone, apart from the tiny ones he probably smuggled up his bum when he went into prison.
Well, he did do that, yes. Listen, please don't tempt him, because he doesn't want to phone in. It's getting a bit late for him to phone in tonight.
He's got to go to bed, he buys, has he?
Yes. Well, anyway, look, this is supposed to be a keep your spirits up special.
Keep your spirits up special. Yeah. By the way, let's put this out there. We're asking people to be creative and make art. If anybody wants to make a keep your spirits up special with Barry from Watford jingle, do it.
That.
Iain at iainlee.com. Email it, Iain at iainlee.com, and we will play it.
Oh, I'd love that. Keep your spirits up. If anyone's waiting to sample anything, you might want to use this. Keep your spirits up special. We don't want to go mental. We're all stuck at home. Someone throw me a bone. and we will dedicate the special. The last bit don't work.
And we will dedicate the special.
Dedicate the special. That don't work.
No, we will dedicate the special. That bit doesn't work because dedicate, as you know, isn't a word. But I liked it. If anyone sampled that, well, let's make a jingle. Iain at iainlee.com and we'll play it.
Yeah, okay. Something nice to talk about before you cut me off. Something nice to keep everyone's spirits up. Hello?
Yeah, wait, you're supposed to supply the content for this bit, aren't you?
A beautiful flower. A beautiful flower in spring. Smell it. Smell it with me.
All right, I tell you what. I like where you're going with this. Hang on. I like where you're going.
Yes.
Let me get some appropriate music. Because because I want you to create. This is like, what do they call it? What do they call it?
An aural landscape.
An aural, but it's pronounced oral, even though it's spelled A-U-R-A-L. We've had this argument on the show before.
I think you're wrong, but
I'm not. So an aural landscape, an oral landscape, and it's going to be like a guided mindfulness. That's the word I was looking for. Guided
meditation.
Mindfulness
Here we
meditation.
go.
Away you go.
It's that time of the day when you're allowed out for your one bit of exercise. The wife has driven you mad with talk of sweeping the kitchen floor. And what's more, she's had a croissant from the local baker's and it's gone all over the floor, the silly fat cow. You go outside, little walk in the park. You might take your Tinkle out there or any other pets you've got. As you're walking along, taking in the morning air, and it's another warm day. We have been so lucky, haven't we? Haven't we, Margaret? Been very lucky. You cross past the recreation ground, now closed up, and suddenly, yes, what's that? A flower. On your hands and knees, going down to the flower, you just nuzzle its petals with your nose. Oh, it tickles, doesn't it? Yes, it does. How lovely. New life. New life as spring is sprung. A deep breath. What is that? Is it a... Yes, it's a daffodil. They don't smell all that much, but on this occasion, it's the smell of freedom. It's the smell of a new dawn and a new spring, and re-life. You stand up, you go back refreshed. Go back, and Margaret's done a lovely bit of soup that she's bought earlier. There's plenty of bread, and there's some margarine that she's got out of the fridge earlier, and it's managed to cool down, well, warm up a little bit, so it's quite easy to spread. You tell her about the flower, and that how, you know, you've gone all hippified, and you're a little bit free, and you start talking about love, free love, making love. She gives you that look, come to bed eyes. She's gone all cockeyed, is what I mean by that. You get upstairs, you can barely wait, rip each other's clothes off. She's normally, well, she wears a sort of house coat, so take that off, being careful not to pull the buttons off. Then she wears a jumper under that, that's got to go off, really. Quickly turn the telly off with the Columbos on, probably, something like that, mid-afternoon. And then take that off another bit, and then make love, sweet, sweet love. And all the time out the window, a single flower shudders in the breeze. Good night, all. We're going to get through this together. Night-night.
Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Let's go to Gatford. Sorry, Gatford, you've been waiting for ages, my friend. What have you got for us?
That's all right. Hi, Kath. Hi, Iain.
Hi.
Putting it the right way around. Just thought I would ring up. I've got to do something tomorrow that I've never done before, and I just wanted a bit of advice.
Just go nice and gently. It will probably end very, very quickly. It doesn't mean anything.
Right. Okay. That's it. I mean, I've got to shave. I've got to trim my beard. I've never done it before. I'm no good in a mirror. I just wondered if you got any hints.
I'm no good in a mirror? What are you, a vampire? What does that mean?
Oh, but like, you know that bit in the mirror where you go right and you're meant to go left? Because it's
Here's
reversed.
the thing. I've got beard trimmer, and I was trimming my beard the other day, and I screwed it up, so I had to take the whole thing down to a number 2. I did a massive chunk out of the front, and I'm looking, thinking, well, can I? No, I can't. So I had to start again. Have you got a beard trimmer, or are you doing it with scissors?
No, I've got a beard trimmer, which I've used once, and it was terrible, and it will end up uneven. So I boxed that, but I found it. But what I don't have is any shaving foam or a Bic razor. If it all goes wrong, I can just take it off.
Well,
do I need to get that first?
No. Has this beard trimmer, has it got, like, settings? Because mine's got different kind of things you put on. Well, my tip again, after the other day, make sure you put those plastic sheaths on properly, because mine fell off, and that's why I think... Just put a nice number 2 or a number 3. Number 3.
Yeah.
And just shave all over. It'll be fine. Do it.
If you haven't got shaving foam, in an emergency situation, you can use conditioner.
You can also use vegetable oil.
Really?
Yeah.
I've got olive oil. Does that work?
Olive oil works, yeah, anything like that, if you had to.
I genuinely didn't know that. I thought you could use, like, lathered up soap, but that's a premium at the moment, so...
I don't think that would be slidey enough.
You can use lathered up soap, but it ain't great. Yeah, you want an oil. You want an oil of some kind. But listen, here's the thing, right? If you go for like a number 3,
yep.
If you mess a bit up, you can then go to a number 2. So you got 2 chances at it. Number 3, just get it all over. If you mess that up, you can go to a number 2. If you mess that up, you're screwed.
Because I'm slightly worried with this whole sort of, isolation thing. At what point am I going to have to do my own haircut as well?
Oh, no. I'm growing my hair long.
I mean, but that's not a good look for me.
Oh, everybody Google the lead actor in the Spanish prison film, right? I don't know his name.
It's called Platform, right?
I don't know his name, Catherine, I just said. And, but the look of him from the film, he might have different haircut in different films. I don't know. Some actors do.
Okay, yeah.
The look of him in the film, that's the look I was watching it and thinking, ooh, at the end of this isolation, in a year...
This guy with the Spanish Armada kind of...
Let me see. Yes, but look at him in the film.
All right.
Not on his Wikipedia page.
Ivan Masagüe.
I was very, very specific, Catherine, for a reason.
I haven't seen the film, so I'm just trying to backtrack.
So?
We didn't even have a name.
Well, you showed me a picture that's... Shut up, Gafford. You showed me a picture that's irrelevant.
Argue.
Shut up.
Shut your face.
You showed me a picture that was irrelevant. Yes, Gatford.
I mean, it's just the same, but a bit longer. How dare you talk to me like that for that?
Yeah, that's the look I want to go for.
It's bloody awful.
Well, you'll
look good in it.
You're a dickhead. See what you've done, Gatford? I hope you've ruined your beard. Goodbye. 0344 499 1000.
Horrible.
Well, for the first time since the coronavirus outbreak, we don't have any calls.
It's your fault.
It probably is my fault.
0344 499 1000.
Do you get that? Now I feel a little bit tight in the chest. So of course, isn't it funny? Every little cough, sneeze, tightness in the chest. I'm thinking, Oh, I had to go and sit in the garden last week because I was really hot, like sweating, like really hot. And the heating was off and it wasn't that hot a day. I had to go and sit in the garden. I thought, this is it, it's the fever. I've got the fever. And then I remembered I'd been an hour in the kitchen making a shepherd's pie.
Yeah, that'll do it.
So I was cooking hot. I was not feverish hot.
Also, I sneeze all the time.
You're a big sneezer.
A lot.
Yeah.
But now I try not to do it in front of people because they'll make assumptions that I'm, somehow riddled with it. It's just I think I must have a sensitive nose.
Today's the first day I've not been scared.
Good.
So that's something to celebrate. It'll be all right. It will be all right. You just got to get there, day at a time. Keep it in the day. Barry's mindfulness was actually very helpful.
It was a very beautiful piece of radio.
Yeah. I mean, that's probably the next award.
What, for Barry?
No, for me.
Oh, yeah.
For me. Okay. For me. 0344 499 1000 is the telephone number. Don't worry. Lionel Richie's going to do a song. Lionel Richie's going to do a song. Oh, I've lost all of my windows I had open. So I'll make the story up.
Go on.
All of the news stories I had open are closed. So
Right.
I'll make a story up.
Yeah.
Lionel Richie. Well, actually, this is based in truth. I can probably. I read the headline, but I can probably fill in the blanks. Lionel Richie wants to do another We Are the World, but for the coronavirus.
Two problems with that.
Yeah.
We Are the World was a bit pony. One.
It wasn't as good as Band Aid,
No, it
was
wasn't. And two, there was more than what Lionel Richie in We Are the World. So
Who else was in We Are the World?
Michael Jackson.
Hang on a minute. Let's. This is. Oh, look, there's a picture of something. This is where we're at. One of the callers.
Oh yeah.
This is where we're at in Solitary. Who did We Are the World? Okay, so Lionel Richie.
Yeah.
Jacko.
Mr. Michael Jackson.
Stevie
Wonder.
Stevie Wonder. Do we know that?
Yeah, I remember.
Was the boss in there? Bruce Springsteen.
I'd be surprised if he wasn't. Do you want to put a question mark next to him?
We'll put Springsteen. We are the world.
We are the children. What about Joel?
I don't think Joel was in it.
Why not? You'd think he'd be banging to that.
Here's what we're going to do, right? We're going to spend the next 20 minutes or so, and you're welcome to join in, dear listener, trying to name the people that were in We Are the World. Then when we come back after the news, we're going to watch the video, and we are going to tick them off.
Diana Ross.
Ross was definitely in it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny, isn't it? Because I seem to remember... I remember at the time, Band Aid came first, didn't it?
Yes, I think so.
And Band Aid was very, very white.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of one person of colour that was in Band Aid. I can't think of one person of colour. Pop was very white in this country at that time. Whereas We Are the World had a lot of African Americans.
Yes, it did.
It was more so than
now, you
white.
know, Andrew Ridgeley, who's half Egyptian, wasn't in it because he didn't think it was that big a deal. George said, I'm going to go and do this thing.
Well, that's how they tell the story now.
Yeah, exactly.
I bet. Well, that's why Andrew wrote the song "Wake Me Up Before You Go Go."
Yeah.
Because he woke up and George was gone, and he'd gone off to do Band Aid,
Boom.
Live Aid.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna. Who sang "We Are the World"? That's where we're at. Like, this is the kind of crap we used to do in the jungle. This is why I'm so good at isolation. At least I'm not surrounded by idiots and thickos. 0344 499 1000. John, stay there. We'll come to you in a second. This is the Late Night Alternative, weeknights from 10 on Talk Radio.
Late Night, Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Oh, Jason. Well reminded, of course. There was a very reluctant Bob Dylan. Very reluctant Bob Dylan there. Thank you. 0344 499 1000. Let's go to John. Good evening, John.
Good evening, Lee. I'm enjoying the show. It's nice to have sort of an approach to try and cheer people up.
Thank you very much. You can hear some noise in the background. That's my kettle, I'm afraid. People are just going to have to deal with it. We're having a cup of decaf cough. That's the stage of the night. What you got for us, John?
a couple of things actually. If you run out of shaving foam or gel, you can use Medex liquid soap. That's antibacterial and it works quite well.
Oh, well, but has anybody got any, though? Apart from the people that are stockpiling that kind of stuff and selling it for 20 quid a pop on eBay, I don't know if you can buy that stuff.
Well, fortunately, I bought some quite some time ago from Iceland. But I haven't seen any in there recently.
Okay, you clever guy. I like your style. Anything else?
Yeah, also, there's loads of sort of stuff circulating on WhatsApp and social media, but apparently somebody is saying that tea, if you drink more tea during the day, that they've been using tea in China to help treat people who've got COVID-19.
Yeah, I don't know. Here's the thing, John. I'm being very, very careful to give little credence to stories that begin with, well, my friend's cousin knows a nurse, and apparently, or, you know, the guy next door, their son is friends with a soldier, and apparently. So I have not. I'm going to take the tea with a huge pinch of thinking it's bollocks.
Yeah.
But also, a cup of tea, have a cup of tea because it's nice, but I don't think it's necessary. Drink fluids, you have to drink fluids, so maybe there's something in that, if you get it.
Yeah.
You've got to drink a lot of water. So maybe that's what they're talking about. I don't know. There's so many rumours going around. I'm just trying to focus on the facts.
Yeah.
When we get them. How are you feeling about this? You worried at all, or are you doing okay?
Well, I'm nearly 78 and I suffer from asthma, so I'm in the at-risk group.
Hang on.
Trying
you
to
sound
stay
about
positive.
52.
Oh, thank you very much.
I've got a young man's voice. I'm genuinely shocked by this guy's nearly 78, Kath. He sounds
He sounds like a boy.
He sounds like a baby, doesn't he? So you...
I wish I was.
So are you... you're otherwise fit and healthy, though, right?
Yeah, reasonably so, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a really bad dose of the winter flu about a month ago, and that right. really knocked me for six.
Yeah.
So I obviously really don't fancy catching the 19 virus if I can help it.
Yeah, no. When you hear, you know, the elderly are at risk, and that, you know, you're elderly. Apparently, it turns out. Although I'm sure you don't feel like it. When you hear all of that, does that worry you? Does that scare you, or do you not see yourself as part of that group?
I suppose at the back of your mind, it must be a concern. I mean, throughout my life, I've always had like a very open, sort of young-minded attitude to life. I don't tend to get stressed if I can possibly help it. I try and do everything to minimise stress in my life, because I find that if you've got asthma and you get stressed, it does make it worse.
Does it? Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stay strong, John. You know, there are a lot of people over 70 who aren't getting it, or who get it, and they survive very, very well. You know, so please be safe and look after yourself, my friend. And I look forward to getting another call from you. You can check in anytime you want. 0344 499 1000. That voice threw me away. He's nearly 78. I'm excellent at ageing voices. That one I would have been 25 years out. Good evening, Deb.
Good evening, Kath. Good evening, Ian.
Welcome.
We are the world, USA actor, Bette Midler.
Yes. Oh, was she? Now that makes sense. That rings a bell, yep.
And I also think Kenny Rogers.
Oh, he was, wasn't he? Oh, poor old Ken passed away a couple of days ago.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm just saying, so it doesn't seem quite so racist, that there were white singers on it. So I
don't think it's necessarily racist, but I know what you mean. In my head, I remember it being more people of colour. Were there any black faces or voices in Band Aid? I can't. There must have been.
I don't think there were. I can see Status Quo, a very young Paul Weller. No.
Paul Weller was at the back, wasn't he? Paul Weller was Status Quo on the record?
Oh, yes, definitely. Oh, God, were they?
Because they opened the concert, and apparently, from what I've heard from people who were there, they were also supplying the cocaine to everybody. That's the story going around.
They were also supposedly groping other people's bums, but I don't know that that's true.
I'm sure that Rick and Francis were groping each other's bums, and each other's bums only. Go on, Kath.
Robert Cool Bell was there, from Cool and the Gang.
Okay, we had a Cool and the Gang, yes.
God, yeah, go on.
Yeah. Anyone else?
I think that might be it.
Wow. Okay. Well, they had one black person there. That's jolly good.
my 2 white beat your 1 black.
There we go. I don't know if we're allowed to say that sentence anymore, Deb. But thank you so much. Let's go to. We've had a rush of calls. Nigel, stay there, my friend, because with the entertainment manager, Nigel from Maidstone, is coming up very, very soon. Let's go to Toby first. Good evening, Toby.
Hello, Ian. Hello, Kath.
Hey, Toby.
Hey, Toby. What you got for us?
Well, I'm all alone. It's my birthday in 2 days, and you two are my favourite presenters.
Hey.
So could you wish me a happy birthday?
Not a chance.
Because I'm not going to be able to go out. What?
Not a chance. No, not wishing you happy birthday. Not doing it.
Just happy birthday.
Nope.
What's wrong with that?
Not doing it.
It's not your birthday.
Please.
It's not your birthday, mate.
How do you know that?
You said it's in 2 days.
Well, yeah. Should I call on
Tell you what, Toby.
Days? Yeah.
Give us a call in. What's the date in 2 days, by the way?
It is the 27th of March.
And how old will you be?
42.
And what year were you born?
Goodbye,
Toby. Goodbye, Toby.
Oh, dearie
Goodbye,
me.
Toby.
This isn't Nando's. We're not going to bring you a cake.
Even during the coronavirus, I will not wish people happy birthday, particularly liars.
Also, what grown-up lies about it being their birthday? I can imagine a kid doing it.
Toby, there were so many holes in that story. How do you know when my birthday is? You literally just said it. Let's go to Simon. Before we go to the entertainment manager, Nigel, let's go to Simon. Good evening, Simon.
Good evening, Ian. Good evening, Kath.
Very laid back, Simon.
USA for Africa.
Yes. So far, we've got Lionel Richie, Jackson, Wonder, Springsteen, Ross, Dylan, Midler, and Rogers.
Okay. Joe Cocker.
Shut up. No, I'm not putting that down. That's a lie.
Okay. I think he might have been Smokey Robinson.
Oh, I bet he was there.
Robinson was part of one of the organisers. Cocker could have been there, because Cocker had a resurgence in about 83, 84, 85. Lift us up where we belong. I'm going to put Cocker, and I'm going to put a big question mark. I will put Robinson, though. Robinson, I think, was part of the team behind it, actually. Okay.
Dion Warwick.
Yeah, Warwick. Dion Warwick, yeah.
And Aretha Franklin.
Oh!
Was Houston there, then?
This is what I was going to say, because she's Houston's aunt. Houston would have been big then.
Would she? Had she done it then?
Would she have started by then? 83, was it?
What year was it? 83?
No. 83?
I'm putting Houston with a big question mark.
Okay.
Yeah. Aretha Franklin.
Franklin, yep. What's interesting is the combination. The Americans are a combination of. No, it's not, is it? I was going to say it's a combination of kind of new young artists and old people. It's not. It's classic artists who were still big in the 80s primarily, but had started in the 60s or the 70s.
It was the grown-ups.
Whereas in Britain, it was the kids.
Mm-hmm. It was. I think another one, Bill Medley, I want to say, wasn't it, as well?
Medley.
Bill Medley. What was the other one called?
Jennifer Warnes.
No, the boy. The boy from the Righteous Brothers.
Oh.
So there's the dad and the boy, because they were father and son, weren't they? What's his name? Bobby Gentry or something? The blonde boy that was in the Righteous Brothers with his dad, Bill Medley.
Were they father and son?
Yes. The brothers was an ironic title.
Was it?
Yes, they were supposed to be. I don't know if they were father. The Walker brothers. Get this, they weren't brothers.
Yeah.
But the Righteous Brothers were supposed to be father and son. What's his name? Bobby Gatlin or something? Bobby Shafto.
Okay.
Bobby. Stay there. No, don't stay there, Simon. Go away. Go away, Simon, is what I meant to say. Thank you for that call. We're just suddenly getting a load of calls on this now. Let's try. Let's go to China. Hands across the water and all of that. Good evening, Liam. Hello, Liam.
Can you hear me? Yeah,
I
can you hear me?
you, yeah. How you doing in China?
Okay. Well, we're just recovering. So, best part 3 months on lockdown. Not even allowed out of, like, our apartment area. So, but past couple of days, it was my birthday yesterday. Went out with all my family and everything, had a really great meal. So that was good. Just say, Live Aid, Pepsi from Pepsi and Shirley.
No, now, hang on. I love this, by the way, that we got a call from China, first call we've had from China in a couple of years since Robin moved over, and he's not called to talk about the coronavirus, he's called to name artists that were in Band-Aid okay, so Pepsi was on the recording, was she?
Yeah.
If that's true, that's
And
an
she's in
even
the video
bigger
as
stitch
well.
up for Ridgely.
Yeah.
So they were all there and he wasn't.
Okay, all right, so we have two people of colour in Feed the World.
And we got one in Live Aid.
You telling me all the acts at Live Aid, the British Live Aid? Forget Philadelphia, that doesn't count.
I never saw that. I was working.
No, they must have had some black acts in Live Aid at Wembley.
I never saw Live Aid.
Oh, well then why are you telling us?
What? She was on the video, not Live Aid, Band-Aid.
Oh, okay, all right. Okay. Anything else you've got for us, Liam? In China, whereabouts in China are you?
A place called Chongqing, the biggest city you've never heard of.
Okay, Chongqing. Wow.
You heard of Chongqing?
No, but if I were to make up a name of a Chinese city, I would probably go with Chongqing. It sounds very Chinesey, doesn't it? And are you getting a sense of... Go on.
Yeah? Go. 32 million people. Small place.
Are you getting a sense of things returning back to normality slowly then?
Oh, yeah. We were out yesterday. We were, like, all over the city. So, like I said, it was my birthday. Met a mate for lunch in a restaurant. Had lunch, no masks, anything like that. Wandered around the area. All the shops are open. Many restaurants are open. Basically, before going into stores or something, you maybe have to have your temperature taken on your wrist. Then we went to a tourist area, again, wandering around, no problems, no masks. All my family turned up, so I had, like, my sisters, my grandkids and stuff like that, my daughter. Yeah, so that was all fine, and then we went out for supper in the evening, again, no problem.
Liam, thank you so much. It's a really I'm going to go because there's ever such a slight delay, which makes it a little bit confusing. But what a lovely optimistic way to end on. I'm not going to wish you a happy birthday. We don't. But thank you for your contribution in terms of Band-Aid and thank you for the optimism. I think a lot of people will get a lot from that. Nigel, Steve and Barry. If I were to make up a joke about some blokes, the three blokes would be called Nigel, Steve and Barry. Stay there. We've got to go to the news. We'll come back in a little bit. This is turning into quite a decent show tonight. 0344 499 1000, late night alternative on Talk Radio.
Late night Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
All right, so me and Kath, we're going to press play on the We Are USA for Africa, We Are the World. It lasts for 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Jesus.
What point are you pressing play? 23?
No, it's 0.
All right.
At the start. Why would I do it?
Because there's no. It doesn't start. It doesn't show anyone's face till 23.
I'm doing it at 0.
All right, fine.
Ready?
Steady.
But turn your audio off. I'm
It's
gonna
off.
Okay. All right, flipping it, mate. Ready?
2.
Steady. Go. Says the world spinning.
Mm-hmm.
USA for Africa. Let's see where we go.
Looks like a DVD your mum might have made.
Doesn't it? Yeah, it's a bit crap. Richie.
There comes a time when we heed a certain call, when the world must come together as one. There are people dying. Oh,
Simon, Paul Simon. Rogers.
The greatest gift of all. We can go on.
Roger's getting an early line. Big star. Don't know who that is.
Is he Tina Turner and Joel?
Turner and Joel.
And Ross.
Don't know who that gentleman was though. I don't know why I'm writing this down. Joel.
I like him with a beard.
Yeah. Jackson, you can tell him by the socks.
And the glove.
He's not there with the rest of them. It looks like he's doing that solo.
Too big.
Yeah. Too busy on some shenanigans. Ross. You sing it, girlfriend. Yeah, he's not. Jackson's not there. Warwick.
Yes.
Oh, Nelson. Willie Nelson's there. Nelson.
Oh, he nearly forgot.
Oh, there, that's a nice little duet, them two, isn't it? His hair. It's like Manchester. And so we all must not a clue.
Is that DeBarge?
Is the boss the boss?
He sang it just like you imagined.
Is that Michael McDonald?
Yes, of course it is.
Is it? Chin on that. McDonald. God knows who she is.
He?
Oh. Hall and Oates, or Hall or Oates. Hall or
I wonder
Oates.
whether that other guy was Chicago.
Now Jackson's there for this bit.
Oh.
The other guy could have been Chicago.
Peter Cetera.
Oh, no.
Huey Lewis.
You know he can't sing anymore.
Lorpa.
Lorpa.
That's Emmy Lou.
Right.
They're better singers now, look.
No, there's more of them. There's more of them.
They sound better.
They've got better production than we have over there. That's a fact. That's got to be Quincy Jones conducting us. It's got to be Quincy. There's oats. Got to have your daily oats. I bet that's what he says when he makes love to his wife. Or a groupie.
There's LaToya.
Toya. Dylan.
What tune is he singing?
I'll play you a bit in a minute of Dylan rehearsing this. It's great. I don't think Dylan's there with them either, is he?
Key change.
They should do a song for coronavirus with all of these people that are still alive. That's what they should do. It's me. I think we've got...
Was that the last time that beards were fashionable for younger men?
Yes, I think so. I think we've got Ray Charles, ladies and gentlemen. Ray Charles. I was about to say, I think we've had all of the big names. Then one of the biggest just steamed right in.
5 minutes left.
It's just them wising off now, though.
That's half the song. Classic Stevie. You know his name's not Stephen.
What is it?
Steveland.
Stephen Wonderland. So 1.1 million thumbs up on YouTube. 43,000 thumbs down. 43,000 thumbs down.
That's by the people that like Band-Aid more.
There's the rest of the Jacksons. Is that Jackson? There's LaToya. Oh, Midler. There's Midler. Belafonte.
Yes.
Belafonte. Belafonte. Buckingham. Lindsay Buckingham. Writing this down as I'm ever going to use this. Oh, I've just had a good idea, actually. Yeah. All of these notes, I'm jotting down in a notepad. Maybe we'll auction this off for like some charity at the end or something. People will pay for this crap. Raise a few quid for old people. Okay, I kind of get the feeling. Still another 2 minutes to go. I don't want to miss anybody, but I feel.
You know why? All the management got involved. Like they must have their own line.
Here we go. This is. Ladies and gentlemen, Bob Dylan rehearses "We Are the World." This is, and I've just found a link that's 20 minutes long. The worst of the rehearsals for "We Are the World." Wowzers! Okay, here's Bob Dylan rehearsing "We Are the World."
It wasn't DeBarge, it was Al Jarreau. And it wasn't Emmylou, it was Kim Carnes.
Okay. So we're watching Bob Dylan with one hand over one ear.
Dan Aykroyd was there.
That's where he's going in on.
Stevie,
Leave the other melodies in.
can you play it one time?
Here we go, Bob Dylan. Everyone knows the tune, Bob, come on.
Well, choice we're making, we're saving our own life.
Oh dear.
It's true, we make a better day, just you and me.
Yes, man.
What's that?
It's bloody awful, Bob. That's all that is. That's tomorrow sorted. 0344 499 1000. We've got a load of calls, so let's go to our entertainment manager. Good evening, Nigel from Maidstone, sir.
Oh, hi guys.
Nigel, have you got an upbeat? We've got a lot of calls to get through. I know you've waited for a while, but have you got an upbeat song for us tonight?
No, I've got a song about the coronavirus. I've got a jingle for that.
A jingle for the coronavirus?
I can sing you a song about the coronavirus.
This is literally the worst and the best thing that's ever happened to me.
It's a tune. There's a tune in my head, and I'm going to put the words to the tune I've got in my head.
Okay, we know this comes from a good place. So, let's see. Sam, Sam, hang on a minute, yeah. Nigel. Sam, just be listening. I may call to cut this a bit short if we sail a little too close to the wind, but we know this comes from a place of love. Nigel, let's hear your song about the coronavirus.
And by the way, it was my birthday yesterday now. My birthday. I told you, didn't I? Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're just waiting for the song. We don't do happy birthdays.
Here we go. Thank you. Here we go.
My birthday last year.
It's the coronavirus. We don't want it anymore. It's the coronavirus. Take it away. It's the coronavirus. Go away. I can't stand it anymore. Please go away. I can't forget the time I heard you say, it's the coronavirus, take it away. So don't go outside anymore till it's gone. We don't want it anymore. It's the coronavirus, take it away. We don't want it anymore. Please, God, take it away.
Flipping heck, mate. That was genuinely brilliant.
Yeah, there's a tune there from something else, and I'll try to put it to that.
From my worst nightmare. Sam, could you know what you need to do, Sam? You got to clip that and send that over to me. That's going on a very hot key.
Have you recorded it?
We've recorded it.
My signal keeps going on and off, and I can't hear a bloody word you're saying sometimes. It just plays back and forth, you know.
Nigel, listen, we got that. We're going to move on. We got so many calls. That was genuinely brilliant. Thank you. Can we what?
I listen to the show now, and can you play it back before 1?
We will do our best, Nigel. Thank you. I just hope Sam can send it to me. Let's go to... Some people have been waiting for ages. Blimey, I'm so sorry. Thank you, Nigel. Genuinely brilliant, heartfelt. Please, dear God, take it away. Let's go to Steve. Good evening, Steve.
Hello there. How can I follow that?
I don't know if anybody can. I'm tempted to have 45 minutes silence.
I was going to say Sade, but she was in Live Aid, wasn't she?
She was in Live Aid. The concert and the recordings have to be kept separate.
Yeah, so it was only Kool and the Gang then, wasn't it, that was there, that were of Black Persuasion.
Black Persuasion, yes. By the way, which is a great name for it's a great name for a 70s soul group, the Black Persuasion, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes, there was, and Pepsi from Pepsi and Shirley, but that's it so far.
And talking about groups with two brothers or whatever, what was with the Thompson twins?
Groups with what?
Brothers.
You know when you said earlier on about a group of, say, like two that are supposed to be brothers that weren't?
Yes.
Another one. What about the Thompson twins? They weren't anything. They weren't twins or anything, were they?
Yeah, they were twins. They were. The boy and the girl were twins.
Were they?
Yeah. The boy and the girl and the Thompson twins were twins.
And then there was the black guy, wasn't there, with them?
Yeah, there was. He was the bass player.
Yeah.
And the other two were brother and sister. Yeah.
Oh right, okay. I thought they were just not anything to do with it.
No, they were definitely
named after Tintin characters or something.
No. And this is what the big misconception. The Tintin characters, the two detectives, were named after the pop group. You with me now, Steve?
I'm with you now. That's all gone snowy, you see.
Yeah, thank you. I get the references. I'm an old man, Steve. Thank you very much. Let's go to Barry. Good evening, Barry. That was easy.
Oh, hi there. Is that Iain?
Yes, it is Barry.
Yeah, Barry. Well, I mean, I've had to close my hair salon down because of all this Coca-Cola virus thing.
Yes.
But I mean, I've noticed that, you know, I've gone out for my walk because I can't go down and cut my people's hair anymore.
Yes.
And I mean, what I'm worrying about is, you know, usually if you go for a walk, every now and again you'll see a cat just quickly dart across the road.
Yes.
I've noticed today when I've gone out, how these cats now, they're kind of just sitting in the middle of the road because there's no cars.
Yeah.
And you know, it's as if they're on drugs, and you know, they don't seem to care about anything now. There's no, you know, they don't dash across the road. They just.
How can we teach these cats to respect us and fear us again?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's more like I'm worried that, you know, when the cars reappear, then how are you going to re-educate the cats?
It's a tough one, and you're right.
Instead of just dashing across the road to save their lives, now they'll just be kind of, you know, ambling out, and it's going to.
I missed the last two Downing Street news conferences. Has this been addressed at all, Barry? Do we know?
It's something that they need to look at, because I mean, it's very unfair on the cats, isn't it? Because I mean, they think that the cars have just disappeared.
I think it's more unfair on the drivers when they slam into them.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're quite right. Boris Johnson's going to have to, you know, ask drivers to be very, very careful once they get back at the wheel.
Yeah.
Maybe you could do one of those texts that he did like last night.
But don't check the text while you're driving.
No. Oh yeah, that's quite dangerous.
Don't check the text while you're driving.
No,
Barry, you've really. Yes.
It is quite an important issue, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the kind of thing that, you know, people are going to let it slip through their fingers at the moment, you see. But you see, there's no cars on the road.
Barry, thank you for that call. I really appreciate that. You've really made me think. You've really made me think perhaps we need a screening process for this show. 0344 499 1000, the late
night Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Alternative. I am Catherine Boyle, and at the moment we're having some technical difficulties. So in the meantime, 0344 499 1000, and you'll be talking to me for a second while Iain has a little tinker downstairs. Hello, who's that on the phone? Is there anybody there?
Well, Jessie, when Sam's going to put you through to Jessie.
It's Jessie.
Hiya, Jessie. What's going on with you? You all right?
No.
No. Talk to me about it. What's going on?
Because, as you know, I'm severely disabled anyway, and I'm really having a hard time because obviously my carers have to come in, and I worry as they bring in the virus, you know.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. Are they washing their hands when they come in and doing all the right things?
Yeah, but also the stress that they're going through, some of them are beginning to sort of take it out on me, you know what I mean, a bit, you know?
Yeah. For example, what, the way they speak to you?
Being disabled, yeah. Like they don't wish they weren't there. It's like you shouldn't have come if you were, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
Because you know what I've been through and being locked up. And also, how am I meant to do my shopping when I'm locked up for 13 weeks?
Yeah, this is true. So, have your carer spoken to you about perhaps getting you on a list for someone to bring your shopping to you?
Don't go there. It's a nightmare. Seriously, it's a nightmare. They did a awful trick on me as well.
Who did?
My carers, which made it worse.
What trick did they do?
Well, they were going to go to the bank for me, yeah, to get me some money, and then next thing, they changed their mind. It's like, you can't do that to me. I'm stuck here, you know what I mean?
Yeah. They changed their minds? What do you mean?
Literally, they changed their mind. Yesterday, it was like, tomorrow, you can get £200 out for you, and then today, one of my carers went, but the bank had shut early, but they phoned the manager, and he changed his tune. Oh, you're not allowed now.
Now, is this because they're not handling cash anymore?
No. It's special permission to use my card.
Oh, I see.
But they just changed their mind, like. The manager's just really not treating me well at all.
So this is the manager of the carers rather than the manager at the bank?
No, sorry, this is the manager of the carers, yeah.
Right, all right.
And because I phoned the office tonight earlier to say, like, because some of the carers have noticed, and that is making it really difficult, and I phoned the office, and next thing it comes in, it's like, oh my God, I don't have a clue, you know. It's hard. It doesn't still answer my question how I'm meant to do my shopping. Like they don't care, you know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean.
Witnessed that as well. He doesn't seem to care. He's a big manager, but...
How old are you, Jessie?
Similar to you. I'm 43.
Right. I'm just wondering who you would ring to... I don't know.
Edinburgh. And I feel abandoned. I feel like I'm not going to get through this alive. I really do.
Yeah.
You know, because of what happened earlier, I had to risk my life earlier, but to my local news agents, and I felt really poorly when I did.
Yeah.
Because my top-up had run out, and because they hadn't done what they promised.
Mm.
You don't...
Who are the carers provided by? Is it social services?
Well, it used to. It's all privatised now, Scotland.
Yeah, but it'll be social services that are in charge of them. They've farmed it out.
But
I'm wondering whether a call to social services might be in order.
They say they pass the buck. They say we're waiting for them, but you know what it's like at this difficult time.
Yeah, I know, but you need to be on some sort of list where they prioritise you getting some shopping.
No, it's like I need food.
Mm.
That'll make me worse, and the stress of it is making my chest worse. And my cat's had enough of the lock-up. He's gone for what? He's gone out for the night.
Yeah. How, let me think. When are they coming back, your carers?
Well, I have to be hoisted. It's hard, you know, when they take their stress out on me in the morning.
Yeah. When you say they're taking the stress out of you, what, they're being rude to you?
More sort of not a good atmosphere at all.
Yeah, well, you know, they'll be under a lot of pressure, but there's no reason for them to be being rude to you if that's what's happening.
I said to one of them, but they just want the money, and
Well, you know, I'm sure you're not the only person on their list, and they're under a lot of pressure to get around everyone, and you get, 10 minutes maximum or something, 20 minutes?
No, I get 2 hours per visit.
You get 2 hours?
That's the difference. I used to get that. In a way, that's bad, because with this, it's longer to go with it. Yeah. No, I don't have that. I used to have that. That's the council, that 10 minutes. That's why they changed it. Now I get 2 hours each visit.
All right.
Okay. Needs. So I haven't got that problem. So we're not just rushing off, but it's hard. It really is. I don't know where to turn to. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. Right, I'm coming downstairs because I'll be able to hear you better through the headphones. I think we're back up and running with our microphones now. Hang on a second, Jessie.
Yeah.
There you go. Sounds work magic. We're back.
You heard this with Jessie? She's having a nightmare.
I heard a bit of it. Yes, it was a little bit fiddly widdly down here, but yes, I heard it. It sounds like a nightmare. Yeah. But I've missed a lot of the details, so you're going to have to carry on. Sorry.
No, so Jessie's got carers that go in for 2 hours every day. And she says things are getting difficult because of the current situation, and you're worried about how you're going to get your shopping because they're not allowed to get money out for you anymore or something.
Oh, the carers are not really supposed to get money out for people anyway. Yeah.
No, they got permission to do it. They promised me yesterday they were going to do it today, and they suddenly changed their tune.
Well, hang on a minute. But why did they change it? Why have they changed their tune? Is that coming directly from?
Managers.
Hang on a minute. Has that come from their boss, or has that come? They just can't be bothered.
No, it's a manager that can't be bothered, and a few of the carers have witnessed that. It's making it really difficult. He don't care, and it shut me up because it's left me like I've been distressed all day because of it. I had to risk my life tonight and just to get top up because my phone top up ran out. I had to go to the newsagents and I wasn't meant to go out, and I could hardly breathe when I got back.
Well, that won't be the virus though. That will be you being stressed and being out of breath. Have you not got anyone? Have you not got an advocate or anyone who can speak up for you to speak to the carers?
An angel's gone missing, Iain.
Who?
The cat.
My cat.
He'll be back. He'll be back when he's hungry. They come back when they're hungry.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that. My cats disappear for a few days. I still worry, but they always rock up, the little sods.
Yeah, he always comes back. Yeah. But
have you got food in? Have you got food in?
No, that's the issue, Iain. How am I meant to get my shopping when I can't get out?
That wasn't the question. The question was, have you got food in?
No.
Right. Well, then they need to go shopping for you tomorrow. It's as simple as that.
Exactly. I know. And it makes me feel bad. And it's like, oh.
Well, no, hang on. What's making you feel bad? Will they go shopping for you tomorrow?
Oh. We'll see.
Well, no. what does that? Will they go shopping for you tomorrow?
I'm not sure.
Oh,
It says
Jessie?
we'll sort something, but I doubt it.
Say that again.
Well, I'm not sure what's happening, but I feel abandoned, Ian.
I know. As do a lot of people. A lot of people are going through this, unfortunately.
Yeah.
I suspect they'll go shopping for you tomorrow if you tell them that's what you need. If they see you've got no food in, then they will go shopping for you.
Social services to get back the actual social worker.
Right. If they see you have no food in tomorrow, Jessie, here's the thing. I think you're catastrophizing slightly, and you're worrying about stuff that may or may not happen.
I'm not, Ian.
Well, sorry, what was the point? What was this? What have I missed in this phone call then? Because it sounds like you're worrying about something.
I'm not worrying about it. What do you mean? Sorry, I misunderstood.
Yeah, it sounds like you're worrying about stuff that may or may not happen. You're worried that they won't go shopping for you.
Oh, sorry, yeah, I misunderstood you then. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. But we don't know that they won't go shopping for you.
No, I just worried that I'll be left with no food. Sorry, I know it's easy
That's all right.
to, isn't it, when you
Send them.
when you feel
I suspect-
vulnerable. Yeah.
I suspect they will go out shopping for you tomorrow.
Yeah.
I suspect they will, and there's no point. There's no point worrying about it
I know.
tonight. Get some sleep. Get to bed. The cat's going to rock up. The carers are going to rock up. Get some sleep, and tell them how concerned you are that you haven't got any food, and they will go and get some food for you. Hey, George.
Yeah, I've been saying this all day. Yeah.
Yeah.
And another thing, positive, something for you.
Yeah.
I've thought of 2 nice activities you can do with the kids, you and Catherine.
Okay, go on.
Because one just involves toilet paper.
You haven't got any toilet paper.
You're kidding
No
me.
one's got any toilet paper. You can't do one with toilet paper.
If you've got
That's like gold dust. We're not playing with that.
One involves diamonds, and the other involves £500 notes.
The mummy challenge, have you heard of that?
No,
Wrapping them up like a mummy in this toilet paper that is.
can't do it.
Yeah,
You can't do it.
yeah.
Can't do it.
And the
Can't do
kids
it.
love it.
Of course they do. And when we can go, when my Tesco's has toilet paper, full shelves, then we'll do it. But at the moment, you can't do it.
You could get an extra roll and do it. The
There are no extra. Have you read the news? There are no extra rolls. There are no toilet rolls in the shops. There aren't any.
Marie Antoinette there on the end of the phone.
Listen, let us know how it goes tomorrow, Jessie. I've got a feeling it's going to be all right with the food. Thank you. I've just been saying this. Let's see what this is. Hang on a second. Is this going to play? This bloody stupid thing. Oh, now we've lost the connection to it. Hang on, stay with me, caller. Well, not caller, but MJ. There we go. Let's see if that works. Right, that works. Dear God. You can go away. You can go away. No. Why can't it? Oh, flipping it. Harrison has sent me a Keep Your Spirits Up special, but for some reason... Why will it not play out of our headphones? Something happened when that thing popped. Something happened. Let me just try something. Will this work? Yeah. There we go.
Whoa.
There we go. Something is changed its settings. Right. Harrison has sent us this.
Keep your spirits up. Special.
Where is that from? He's nicked that from. He's not just made that. He's nicked that from something. Oh, by the way, I'm not got a problem with anybody nicking anything. But let's just play that one more time.
I wanted sex.
Oh God, it's her. And delete. 0344 499 1000. Let's go to Shirley. Good evening, Shirley.
Oh,
Hi, Ian. You wanted people of colour at Live Aid and Band Aid. There was a mixed race girl called Jodie Watley from a popular band at the time called Shalimar.
Yeah, I remember Shalimar. Yeah, okay. I mean, that's yeah, okay, all right. Yeah, we'll put her on the list definitely.
Yeah, and there was a black male band. It must have been Kool and the Gang, what Catherine said.
Yeah,
there was a problem with a bit of racism at the time, and there was a funny story about Geldof. It was very funny. I think a black artist, I don't know who they were at the time, phoned Geldof and said, why can't we be in it? And Geldof said, he wanted recognised faces and bands that were good. So the artist said to Geldof, well, why are you in it then if you want good
Cheeky.
Yeah, so that was quite funny. There
you go.
And Geldof actually said it's his ball, and if he can't play, he'll go home.
I like Bob Geldof. Bob Geldof always gets a bit of a I like Bob Geldof.
It wasn't Geldof's racism, it was just at the time. Do you see what I mean? It was just something...
By the way, also, great name for a band, Geldof's Racism. I mean, it's superb. Shirley, thank you so much. I'm just going to move on, because we've got quite a few calls lined up, and I just want to... People are waiting. Thank you. Andrew!
Hi, Ian. How are you?
I'm all right, thank you. I enjoy it when we have a little technical difficulty. By the way, it has to be said, me and Kath are, it's our voices. Sam is playing an absolute blinder at the moment. We're working like Billy-O when a line goes down. I think we're broadcasting with a little bit of bubble gum and some sellotape and a little bit of sticky back plastic, and he's doing a superb job. So
Sam
thank you,
certainly
Sam.
is very special.
I think you've both heard the whiskey by the end of the show tonight.
Yeah, well, I'm gonna. It may be. It's either today or tomorrow that I'm 2 years clean and sober, and I'm allowed. I think in the 2 years you're allowed a whiskey.
No.
And a spliffsky.
No.
Anyway, just a quick one. I was the gamer geek who called up last night, and I was saying I was a bit conflicted for enjoying my time off and whatnot. Well,
oh yeah,
today, after seeing the idiots and a few choice other words that I could use that I won't use, that decided it was a lovely day and go to queue up to visit the Peak District, I don't feel as selfish anymore. I think they deserve naming and shaming.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get it. I don't get why people aren't doing it. I mean, is it?
It's not hard, is it?
They're not even that young. Oh, geez, I'm eating through my nose. That is disgusting. That smells like a George to me. I don't get it. I don't get it. Stay indoors. That's it.
I think it's denial.
No, I don't know what it is. I don't understand it.
Flipping heck, man. There's no denying that. That's me too.
Andrew. I've got to go and clear.
Andrew, can you smell that there? You should be able to. It's burning my nose hairs off.
Well, I was going to say, my tail is still sore from the spanking you dished out last night, Kath, and I'd like an apology.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Some people pay good money for that kind of behaviour, you know.
I'm sure they do.
Not to me. They do for nothing. But anyway, it was nice to hear from you. So what's the plan tomorrow? More gaming?
More gaming, a bit in the garden, might get the yoga mat out if it's another nice day.
Oh, really? Do a bit of outdoor yoga? Or are you just going to lie down on it?
Oh, no, I do outdoor yoga most of the time in the summer, yeah. Bit of meditation as well.
Nice. Actually, that's a really good idea. If I didn't have two kids making terrible racket, I would probably do something similar. He's going to get his yoga mat out in the garden tomorrow.
Oh, okay. I got my yoga mat over there. I might do a little bit of yoga. I won't. I'll get up. I'll potter around on the computer. I'll watch some crap on Netflix. I will do the lunch at 1. I'll go back to bed. I'll get up. I'll potter around on Netflix. I'll do the show. Repeat.
Have you, final question, and I'll let you crack on. Have you watched The Stranger on Netflix?
No, I don't like TV series.
Okay, right. Yeah.
I've been let down by every drama TV series. Thank you very much, Andrew. Every drama TV series.
I have heard great things about that one, though.
Nah, I've heard it's rubbish.
Oh.
Yeah.
Who from? Yourself?
No, from people. Robin!
Hi, Ian. Hi, Catherine.
Hey, Robin.
Hey, Robin, how you doing?
I'm all right. Just a bit awkward because I was calling to tell you about the city mentioned earlier in the call, saying Chongqing is one of the cities in China. But there was
Chongqing is a real city, right?
Exactly, because I studied there for 4 years.
Because it's like if I were to make up a Chinese city name, I'd call it like Chongqing. Or, that's the sort of name you'd make up, and people go, "Oh, that's a little bit near the mark, mate." And it's huge, is it? 35 million people.
Yeah, if you consider it as a one city, it is actually the biggest city in China. Because actually, for me, I think it's more like a province rather than one single city. You have over 30 districts within one city, so it's really a huge one. I took you a little bit pictures earlier, if you could see it, I'm not sure, but it's really a beautiful place. I spent 4 years undergraduate studying there, and I do miss my time there because it's quite a beautiful one with rivers and mountains within the city. So it's quite unique if you compare with like London or other cities in the UK. It's quite different actually.
If I were there now, right, and I texted you, Robin, and said, Robin, I'm in Chongqing, and I'm hungry. I want something special. Where would you tell me to go?
Hot pot. You can find hot pot everywhere in Chongqing City. It's one of the.
What are you saying? Hot pod?
Yes.
Hot pod.
Hot pod. Well, I don't even know what it is, but already it sounds awesome. What would I get at a hot pod?
You can choose what you want. They'll give you a menu basically, and you can choose like you're making a DIY of your own pot. You can choose the vegetables, or if you eat meat or something, you can choose the meat or anything else. It was totally up to you.
Oh, doesn't it sound good?
What would you choose, Robin?
Yeah, what would your choice? Is it hot pot with a T or pod with a D?
It's hot. It means warm something, and this pod is like a container. Sorry about my English.
Okay, we got it. Like a Betty's hot pot, we'd have of it.
Oh, yeah.
What would your choice be, Robin? You're back there. You're studying. You've nipped out for some lunch. What are you having at hot pot? This one's on me, my friend. I'm paying.
Thank you. I don't like spicy things, but spicy is one of the elements in Chongqing and the Sichuan province nearby. So if you're traveling there, you're definitely going to try the spicy ones, and I'm going to choose tofu, my favorite stuff, and chicken, possibly.
I'm there, man. I'm there. Today, I had a Tesco ready meal curry. Tesco finest, mind you, because I'm not like you listeners, but still, it was a Tesco ready meal curry, and I would love something from Hot Pot. I'd love something a little bit spicy from Hot Pot. How are you doing, Robin? How's everything going with you?
Self-isolating at home. Well, not literally isolating, just like quarantine and not going out anyway.
Yeah.
I registered as a NHS volunteer today as well, trying to help. I don't drive, so maybe the only thing I could do is just to call the people who feel lonely at home in the future.
Yeah.
Just trying to do a little bit of things to help, because I feel like I'm studying and living in this country for a few months, and I truly feel Welsh people are really kind to me, so I really want to give it back to people.
And how's Mum and Dad doing back home? They're safe and well?
Yes, my mum is working as normal now. She works normal shift, morning shift for 1 day, and for the next day is the evening shift. And my dad's working. He's not working like full time at the moment because he got a little bit of problem with one of his arms. But apart from that, he's really good. He's fine. And one thing that I feel a little bit sad is that this Monday was the day that I bought plane ticket for my mum to come to see me in the UK. I'm not sure if I said that before, but I miss her. She cancelled the trip, but maybe later this year, because she was coming to celebrate the birthday with me as well.
Yeah, fingers crossed, man. It's nice to hear you, Robin. Always nice to hear you. Thank you, mate.
Thank you.
0344 499 1000. And by the way, that's a visitor to this country who has studies here and has been racially abused and is contributing, giving back a lot more than the idiots that are going out to picnics and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? He's doing what he's told, stay indoors, considering helping because he wants to be part of the community and help out. You've got idiots going out. Unbelievable. Thank you, Robin, mate. Take care. 0344 499 1000. Last 10, 12 minutes of the show before Daryl comes on. This is the Late Night Alternative, weeknights from 10 on Talk Radio.
Late Night Iain Lee on Talk Radio.
Let's go to Carl. Good evening, Carl.
Hello.
Hello, Carl.
How are you?
I'm okay. Tired, actually. I'm tired. Looking forward to climbing into bed after this. We can move this mic stand so it's easy to see your computer.
It's fine.
I just wanted to talk about Tiger King.
Yes. No spoilers. Any spoilers and we're going to cut you off straight away. Sam, hover over the dump button, please.
Do you think it is in order of the events, or do you think it's been edited?
Well, it's been edited, but it tells the story.
But do you think it's in different order, sort of thing, or is it all what do you call it, in the order? So it seems very jump around a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah, it goes backwards at some points.
Well, for example, when it's talking about Carol's husband, it goes back 20 years.
That's what I mean, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's
so
like,
no, it's not chronological.
Order, is it? No.
It's not chronological. No, it jumps around a bit. How far into it are you?
It puts me off it a little bit.
What?
It just it puts me off the thing a little bit. Well, having watched it, I kind of puts me off a
Why
bit.
would it put? Why does the fact it's not chronological? Have you seen The Godfather? Godfather Part 2.
Yeah.
That's not chronological, is it? That has flashbacks in.
Oh, well, this is a documentary, though, isn't it?
Right. So if it's a movie, you don't mind if it's non-linear, if it has flashbacks. But if it's a documentary, it has to start in 1970 and finish in 2020. It can't.
It has to be
jump
in
around
order,
a bit.
doesn't it? It has
Why?
to be in order, I think.
Why is that, Carl?
It's just a little bit. It's hard to tell, isn't it? Really, but
it is because
the fire thing was the same, wasn't it? The fire festival thing was like pick one point and then jump back and then jump forward.
Yeah, but that's quite a conventional storytelling technique because with the Fire Festival and the Tiger King, there are so many threads that quite often it's better to break it down into like bullet points, like chunks. So with the Tiger King, you've got his recording contract, you've got his Carol's husband, you've got his husbands, you've got the takeover, and to do it all chronologically, you'd kind of lose some of the focus.
I'm not saying it's not good; it's very good, but it kind of picks one point and then it picks another. Somebody else has got a piece of news from some other point, and then it goes back and forward. And it just
I enjoyed it. Like all these things, I found
I'm halfway through it. I'm enjoying it. But,
yeah, I found the last episode a bit disappointing, as these things often are.
You liked it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I know you liked
have you found anything else on Netflix, Carl, that I should keep my eye out for?
Well, there was a few things there, isn't there? But I just wanted to say the show at the minute at your house. It's brilliant.
Hey, nice one, mate.
It is brilliant.
You. Have you got any bread I can
going.
have?
Hey?
Can I have some bread?
I knew you were going to say that, but...
That is a man who's got a lot of bread in his house, giggling, going, you should have thought about the bread situation before. Have you got bread, Carl?
Could I just say one more thing?
Of course you can, mate. Go on.
I'm the guy that went to Tokyo in November. You remember?
Yeah, it's Tokyo Carl. I remember you, of course. I'm
lucky guy. When I came back, he had a massive flu thing, so I think I've had this corona thing.
Carl, thank you very much indeed. 0344 499 1000. A lot of people saying...
Did you just flash back to November?
Yeah. A lot of people saying, including our friend Scott Balcony, I've not spoken to him for a bit.
Yeah.
Before this broke, Scott had a really bad flu. Really bad flu. And he thinks he might have had coronavirus. I've not spoken to him recently about it. I know that was his opinion a couple of weeks ago. And you've had a few people that said, December, January, temperature, cough, really ill. I think I might have had it. Then I saw John Ronson tweet this. I'm talking to a lot of people who think they might have had it in December or January.
Yeah.
Is that possible? And the consensus seemed to be no.
Oh, really?
No. Because corona is so contagious. That's one of the points of this that makes it separate from the flu and any other, and I think it is a family of SARS, but separate from SARS or bird flu or any of those other things is the contagion factor. So
it would have blown up back then.
It would have, or certainly the people in your immediate vicinity would have had it. Now, no one else in Scott's family had it, as far as I'm aware, and in these other, no one else has had it. So it seems really, really unlikely. I've never had the flu. Never had the flu, and that's partly why I'm nervous about getting this. I've had bad colds, but they're two different things. It's like I've never broken a bone, so I'm worried that at some point I'm afraid of breaking a bone because I don't know what it feels like.
Oh, it just feels like a bad bang.
Well, in my head, it's the most painful thing.
It's funny, you know. I've broken my arm twice, and you never think it's you never think it's that bad. It felt like, you know, if you bash your arm funny. It felt like that for a long time.
Okay. Well, so this is what I'm partly worried about. Let's go to Liam. Hello, Liam.
Oh, hello, Ian and Kath. How's it going?
How you doing, man? Yeah, good, thanks. How you doing, Liam? How's Brighton?
It's you know, it's bearing up.
Dead.
I haven't called in for a while because I haven't felt that good, man. I broke up with my girlfriend.
I'm sorry to hear that.
It's been stressful with this virus and that, because I do my dog walking, and then so my business has just pretty much stopped because no one needs their dogs walked anymore.
Yeah, How's your mental health?
Well, not the best, Ian. Not the best. Thank you for asking. I got the bipolar disorder, but I have a crisis team, and they come round like every 2 days and check up on me. But I think, you know, I'm all right. I haven't done anything horrible. It's just stressful. Brighton's become, especially since I've broken up with my missus, it's become really lonely. You know, like I live right by the sea, and it should be lovely. But then when the one person you love the most disappears, then it's all, you know, it gets a bit lonely and boring.
Brighton's a sexy, romantic city built for people that are in love, so it must be tough. And also, with all of this weirdness going on as well, it's not a normal time, and breaking up is lousy, mate. And you're a good man, and I'm sorry that you're going through that, Liam. Don't do anything silly. Right. Look after yourself.
Oh, no, I won't, mate. I'll be all right.
Good.
But, don't do anything silly either.
No, I'm not going to do anything silly today, and I'm really keeping it in the day now. I'm not planning ahead.
One day at a time, man.
One day at a time.
Me, I've got a calendar on the wall, and I put in for the next day. I say, all right, and I say, don't do anything stupid. Beautiful. All right, and then I can tick it off. You know, and
Liam, you're a good man, and I've always enjoyed your calls, and I've enjoyed when we met you, and unfortunately, breaking up is part of life, and it turns out so are global pandemics these days as well. But I'm looking forward to seeing you again. I'm looking forward to seeing you again on the other side. So, and shaking your hand.
And I'm sure I'll see you soon. And God bless.
Nice one, mate. You take care. We're coming to the end of the show, Liam, but we'll speak again soon, my friend, and I look forward to shaking your hand when this is done.
And God bless to you, Kath, as well. God bless to the both of you.
Thanks, Liam.
All my love.
Nice one, mate.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye. What a nice guy. I like Liam a lot. Talented guy, nice guy, really charming when we met him in Brighton. I think we're done. Unless another call sneaks through. No, we haven't got time. We've got 2 minutes, 24 seconds. See, now my chest is really tight, so I'm thinking, oh my God.
It's because we've been talking about it.
Oh my God, I've got it. I've got it. A lot of things to think about after tonight's show. A lot of laughs, thank you. Barry's, I suspect that's going to be a huge part of the podcast tomorrow.
It'll be a moderate part of the podcast, yeah.
Barry's meditation. But Mike was taken to hospital tonight. I thought so with Mike and Michelle. It was Mike, wasn't it? I think Michelle's husband. My thoughts are with my sister, who's self-isolating and possibly showing symptoms. And, the reality got in of what self-isolation is staying at home in lockdown. Great, I've got the house, but I live here on my own. But the isolation when you're in a house with other people and you have to stay in a room on your own. And my sister's in a tiny little, it's kind of like the spare room, and it's where my nephew Dylan would play Xbox, and and I thought, right, oh shit, this is real. This is real. She's in there for 7 days, and Dylan, who came and did work experience, what a charming gentleman. It's his birthday on Sunday, and Joe's really upset because she's going to miss his birthday. He's postponing his birthday.
Oh, what a little darling.
What a boy. What a young man. Not a boy, what a young man. He's postponing his birthday so I'm guessing so his mum can cook for him. I mean, I don't know if it's any more, but I just thought, yeah, that's a class act. That is a class act, young man, because she can't see her kids. And the kids are in the house. And that's happening all over the country and all over the world. And these are really, really strange times. So, Kath and I are going to keep doing stuff to entertain you. Tomorrow at 1 o'clock, and I think today, it doesn't count until I've fallen asleep, but I think today is 2 years clean. So that's something.
Well
so
done.
I'm going to make sure I get a meeting tomorrow. So tomorrow, 1 o'clock, we will have a lunch on Zoom. If you follow me on Twitter or you're on my Facebook page, I will post the link. I don't know any other. It's quite a complicated link. Otherwise, I would say meet me at this. It gets a little bit. Tricky. But we'll do that at 1, and we'll be back on air tomorrow night at 10. Kath, it's always lovely to see you. Thank you. You made me laugh a lot tonight.
Thanks.
Thank you everyone that watched. Thank you everyone that called. Sam, thank you, my friend. Daryl's coming up next, dear listener. This is Talk Radio.
Talk Radio.